Oh, shit.
I don't believe him.
He's never coming up.
Is it? It might be him. I'm not sure.
Are we on?
Yep.
We're here.
Okay, I believe Tim.
Yeah.
We
And we
made
got 4 more weeks of summer, everybody. I don't think Levi saw a shadow.
It's true. It's true.
If only that's how it worked.
Oh, I hate summer. Okay, bring the cold.
I hate summer.
I do. It's the fucking worst, man.
Fall boys.
The sun is terrible.
Hell no.
My time is coming.
You can have the winter court. I'm sticking around in the summer and the spring.
Oh, your
Spring
season's over, guys. Mine's coming.
Here come the Unseelie.
Yeah.
I can't wait for global warming to get rid of winter.
Yeah.
You know what global warming went and did? It moved winter. Winter
so it'll change
moved
just where winter is.
Yeah.
In Chicago.
Yeah, winter is going is now the
so
new
my
phrase.
birthday's in March,
Yeah.
and so winter moved to get closer to me.
Yeah, same.
So now,
Yeah.
like, March
it.
is a frozen wasteland. It's amazing. All right. Welcome, everybody, to the real episode 15. Because if you watch the last episode, I'm like, welcome to 15, because I can't count. Episode 15, we're putting onions in chainsaws. Hands down, one of the best titles we've ever had. And it's for a plan that has yet to come to fruition. So we'll see if that works.
That's my favorite plan.
Most of our episode titles never about what's in the actual
I was gonna say,
episode. Because
we
we
just go
title them 2
completely
weeks
elsewhere.
before. We think about it for 2 weeks and then we're like, you know what? We're not doing that thing that we said last time just to fuck with Levi. We're gonna do this other thing instead.
Oh, yeah.
Never happens.
The best is that I know that there is a Discord channel called like Even Darker Secrets or something like, or Darkest Secrets, where they plot against me. And so whatever's going down in there is probably what's happening tonight. I have no idea. Where we last left off, the guys watched Spicy Mike come to in a gross bin. Him start to come to grips with why he's in there and what that may have to do with anything. And about the time he starts to figure that out, he vanished accidentally or purposely, or who knows what's he, taking Helios with him. When they returned, Helios was not okay, and they put him in their med chair, which very quickly got nicknamed the Lazy Boy. So now he's on the Lazy Boy.
Great.
And he's in the Bogart Lazy Boy, and they managed to use a combination of skills and whatnots to stabilize him to levels of energy and pulse and respiration that seemed not stressful to his system, but they don't entirely know what's going on, save that Spicy Mike got in tune with his mysticism, and a combination of him working with Dax deduce that whatever... I know. Okay, hold on. I have my familiar here today. And normally...
Done when you're already there.
Normally, June doesn't talk. Normally. Don't talk. I gotta kick you out.
Yeah, we
Get on
played
the- get on the-
We
Get on
played
the-
an entire seafaring game where one character had a pet bird, and you made bird noises, and you had a legit bird that could have made the noises for you.
Technically, it was Ever's bird that he has finally come to grips with that he is not really giving any love or attention to. And I have inherited a familiar.
The teenage pet, yeah, I got a dog. the same way.
So that's June, formerly June, now June the Destroyer. So
yeah.
Nice.
I'm working on the
never
name.
saw
It changes often.
That's what I call Bosco too, Destroyer of Worlds.
Destroyer,
we
but I
ever
can't do
change
that if it's Bosco.
Yeah,
Maybe
Bosco's Destroyer of
June
Worlds.
Stormcrow. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Okay.
Can you apply touch attack spells with him?
No, I can't. She's really
Yeah.
shit for doing
Yeah.
touch attacks.
Yeah.
She barely can fly. She's a bird. So
Well,
one of those.
fix that when you get third level spells.
Okay, so after figuring out what's going on with Helios, they deduce that whatever's affecting him is coming from him, that it's his own energy. But they tried to move on to what's going to happen next. And then they did a lot of trying to go over what the plot is and what their priorities even are. And when they tried to track down Tactics Tina, they found out not only is her ship in the hands of somebody else, but that she was murdered on it in her sleep from the same mercenary that tried to shoot them out of the sky and ended up killing the captain with their boarding party. So,
Yeah, rough.
it was bittersweet in that they've already gotten vengeance on the person that did it, but it already happened in the past, so there's nothing they can do about it. So now they're trying to gather together, and before boarding on the ship, they found out, 09 found out from a small bot that something called Seeker is looking for him. Sorry, Seeker, something called 533KER is looking for him. So that's where we left off last time. And when you guys come to Helios, I leave it to your discretion. Do you want me to run this without anybody knowing what's going on, or do you want them to get to listen in?
I'm fine with them listening in.
Okay, Helios, you are chilling out on board, helping Wit at the cockpit, doing deep dive information on Bartos the Fixer and trying to figure out how dirty he is, how responsible he may or may not be for the death of the captain. And you're not sure what Wit wants, but you're just trying to be supportive. And at the same time, all of a sudden, the guys say that Mike is awake. So by the time you go to check out what's up with Mike and he's walking around on board, you feel weird for a minute. You feel specifically, really specific, weird. You feel the same pulse in your chest or stomach region where you feel your power draw from before it's unleashed through your eyes, hands, mouth, however a spell is unleashed from you with will. And in that brief moment where you feel the power draw, it's almost like having a slow motion reflex. Your body is reacting, but you didn't command it to. And then you are blind. You're surrounded by white heat, and it physically hurts. It feels like your eyes are burning out of your head. You start to scream uncontrollably, and all you hear is a deafening white noise. And it is terrifying. You don't know where up is. You feel vaguely like maybe you're floating. And in the midst of all this, you feel flowing under your right hand warm, soft fur, like some sort of animal is gently standing at your side. And the moment you touch that, all the light dims down slightly. You are standing inside a world of white light. You are made out of it, and the thing next to you is made out of it. And when you touch it, it looks up at you. It is dog-like. It has 4 limbs that don't end in paws, but end in articulated fingers with 4 joints and an opposable thumb. It has no tail. Its body's a little elongated, but it is covered in 3-inch fur / hair. It's got pointy ears that go up like a Doberman's and sort of bend based on what it's trying to emote to you. And it looks to you, and its eyes are a little bit bigger than a dog's. And the moment you make eye contact with this thing looking up at you, you can not only see, but all the pain goes away. And it just looks up and it nuzzles your side, and you feel the same way you felt the first time when you realized you're not dead, but you should be.
Hey, pal. Thanks, buddy. I'm gonna kind of get him behind the ears, get down to his level, just take a deep breath to steady myself with the entity. Dog-like.
You realize you're floating. You can see in the distance all around you, swirling pattern that looks like... Oh, you guys are going to have to help me out with what it's called. It's the...
I have the tiger.
No. Laminal flow or laminar flow?
Oh, is this the auditory moving sand type of...
No, it's the one where they have cameras that can pick up particle movement of gases and heat exchange.
I do not recall the term of that, but I do know what you're talking
I believe
about.
that's laminar.
Laminar flow.
Laminar?
Yeah, where it's like, where it will sometimes just look like it's not moving. That one?
Yeah. So, no. It's the one where, like, if somebody exhales, you can actually see how they exhale.
Oh.
So,
That's cool.
all around you, you see that in the slightest gradations of golden tone, but it's predominantly blinding white light. And it's all swirling around you. It's everywhere. It's flowing around it. And you realize you are standing on a slower moving current of it.
Well, thank you. You know where this is?
And then it toddles off a little bit away.
Oh!
And
Okay.
as you see, it's gently... It's like trotting, so to speak. I don't know what you'd call a dog that trots, but it's trotting. I'm horse people, so there we go. And as it goes along, you can see it stops as the flow of energy warps around and reveals in the distance a cage made of force. And you can see around it parts of a wall made out of metal. All this is white as well, but it looks like you're seeing a piece of architecture that's been ripped away from its source. And inside of it, you can see physically chained to a wall with multiple inputs flowing into it, like heavy IVs and multiple wires, a humanoid form slumped over on its knees. And then the dog looks up at you. And then you wake up.
What? Guys? Oh! Ow! I'm up. Hello? Copy? Oh, God.
You guys can hear him.
Are we back at the ship?
You guys are outside of the ship, walking in. We're sort of discussing a lot, either docked at Scratchy Cynthia or walking on board, not taking off yet.
Ugh.
If I recall correctly.
Actually, wasn't Cam piloting?
Really?
Someone,
That
no,
doesn't
someone
sound like
wasn't
it.
somebody.
Whit was piloting.
Whit was piloting.
Yeah, what is yeah.
Were we?
Yeah,
Oh.
Whit was piloting.
Okay.
This chair is really nice.
It's when you want to be lazy, you know.
Gah.
I guess we better go back in and make sure he's all right before we head on out.
What the hell?
So the ship is powering up for takeoff out of Scratchy Cynthia. And you guys hear him on the comms. About this time, Wit's like, guys? Oh, sorry. Guys? Check this out. Here to talk to you today. Strange news going across the system. Is this a problem that could affect us all, or is this a random one-off? I let you choose, J. Brew's crew. And then it cuts to actual news footage. Nuclear detonation goes off 500 miles southwest of Link Point Bartleby by Rentaro on Zarasek. So far, no connections have been made to parties responsible. We've learned the site was undeveloped land owned by a TMC subsidiary. TMC spokesperson Kim McCarthy says, TMC is investigating into this incident. We have yet to understand the nature of why anybody would be building anything as dangerous as an explosive device, let alone testing it on our land. We are taking this very seriously, and we assure you that when TMC has answers, everyone will have answers. Trust in TMC. You heard it here, folks. A nuclear detonation? We haven't seen those since the early days of the Bug War. What's going on the gas planet? I mean, people go to Zarasek to die, Brews Cruise, but is somebody making it worse? J Brews with brew for you to sip today. Later on, I'll be trying to secure interviews with the best and brightest for Aquila Cage. Let's see who I can snag and spin up for you for some brew.
Wow. I'm pretty sure they found that nuke.
And I mean, I guess they could have, but you know, I disabled it real good.
Yeah, it could be a cover-up.
I mean, someone went back and set it off intentionally, right?
Yeah, I mean,
Possibly there was more than one? Like maybe there was a second base that Chris didn't know about? Like maybe there's multiple bases.
I don't know. It sounds like that doctor lady probably just covering her tracks or something, you know? Making it go boom, everything goes away.
Mike, you wander out of the bathroom and you're walking past Whit in the cockpit and he's listening to, I don't know, it's like sad, real droney music. It's like, gravity well, it is my... And you look up and it says the band's name is Dead Star.
Who's listening to this?
Whit.
Hey, buddy. How you feeling over here? You doing all right? Everything okay?
Well, I'm not really sure. Hey, are you good? Is Helios okay? I heard him on the comms.
You know, I'm feeling fine. I'm sure everything's gonna be fine.
Going down from the med bay.
It's like, I heard Helios was awake, so I'm sure everything's gonna be fine. We're a little under the weather.
Oh, Christ!
You were in a
all been
box
under the
for
weather.
like a day.
Yeah, it's fine. It ain't the first time.
It's
Yeah.
just fine.
I've seen worse. It's no big deal. I'm gonna be all right.
Okay. All right. Yeah. No. I'm good. Hey, have you heard Dead Star?
I think I heard it right now.
Oh yeah. This is. You gotta try it out. It's good stuff. Good stuff.
Yeah.
If you like this, you should try Event My Horizon. That's their best one.
So, definitely a thing I'm gonna do in the future. That's
People say it's about a breakup, but I think it's about existentialism.
me too.
Try
Cool,
9 parts of
man.
nails, too.
I gotta go, check on my boys and make sure everything's good. But you keep doing you. You're
You got
gonna be
it.
fine, okay? If
You
you
got
ever
it.
need to talk to somebody, I got ears, so.
As you walk away, it's like, she pulls me deep in the pool forever. Gravity well.
I'm just imagining it's like, now I'm totally blanking on the name of that band. God, what is the name of the band?
It literally just grabbed.
I already have a band in mind when I think
know,
of
and I
them.
bet it's
I'm
the right
curious
one.
if
Hold
we're
on.
on the same page.
Hold on. Why am I so blanking?
Singer's dead.
That doesn't
That really doesn't narrow it down at all. Yeah.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
Uh,
All right, audience, do you have a
I'll
guess?
figure it out.
In the meantime, Daxel makes his way to the lazy boy.
Yeah, you better be
Space
writing that
Helios
down,
from his-
Cam. You got all kinds of music to make still.
Good call. Um,
You give up?
damn it. I don't. I know which band I'm thinking of. I just can't. Oh shit! I had it for a second.
Riveting.
I can see the guy.
Okay.
He's a guy.
One of their,
Yeah.
what? October Rust is one of their albums.
Name of that album.
Bloody Kisses is another.
Yes. Bloody Kisses. That's exactly what I'm thinking of.
It's typo negative.
Typo negative.
Typo negative,
I was
yes.
thinking of Bloody
Yes.
Kisses. I'm like,
Fucking love typo negative.
All right, now
All
it's
their
in my head.
stuff is
Yeah,
depressing. It's great.
it's true.
it's like that was literally the first thing I thought of was that guy. I was like, what is the name of that band?
All right, so Dax and Dale went in to go see
We
Helios.
went in to let Helios out of the lazy boy.
You
assuming
guys
he
are
needs
all in the.
assistance to
You
get
guys
out.
are all in the same space if you want to be. It's your ship. You're currently
Yeah.
out of orbit, and you're doing a nice casual burn to get into a good drift distance from Rablin. And Wit's got your coordinates all set for the Killicage, and he's just waiting for your go.
Oh, I mean, yeah. Once we got Helios secured from the lazy boy, so he doesn't have to spend the entire ride strapped to that thing.
Yeah, can I get out of this? Is that okay, or am I gonna? It's like pulling an IV.
Animal
Thanks for the read.
Thank you.
Well, gee.
Yeah, I think you're gonna be okay. I don't know. You were just doing a little twitchy.
Okay. So, how long was I out?
It was a pretty good nap you took.
What? Maybe like I don't know, about 20, 30, something like that.
Yeah, maybe.
A whole day?
Well, I mean, depends on which planet you're on, but yeah, maybe. I mean,
All right.
Feeling all right?
You're checking your clock. All in all, it looks, Helios, like you were out for a solid, about a solid day.
What in the actual?
it's been a hell of a bender you went on, but I mean,
I wish. Then I could at least have had the fun part.
Helios, if you want, you can roll mysticism, or I would actually say physical sciences, whichever you would prefer to run with.
Mysticism or physical sciences?
Yes.
Definitely mysticism. 21.
The more you think about it, now that you have a disconnect from the overstimulus, you've seen that kind of flow of energy before. Your best guess is that you were inside a star.
That's what I thought. I mean, it could have just been a dream. It's the first time I remember this happened to me, but it was pain and then white. And my gut instinct was I was burning up in a star, and the more I think about it, the more I think that's right, but there was something chained in it. Someone in the star, and I had a dog? It was furry, but it wasn't made of fur. Sorry.
we saw
right.
one of those on. We saw one of them. What Snips had one, right, with the tumor tufts and stuff. He was like a dog, but he didn't have no fur either, except for the hairs sticking out the little mole tumors. I mean,
And I mean, if you're inside of a star, you're not gonna have much hair anyway.
yeah, he's got a point. It's really hot in one of those.
What? I remember Mike got up. That's the last thing I remember.
Well, we got up and you were kind of standing next to me, and we kind of went through a place real quick, and it was weird. But then I got you back, and then when we came back, I was fine, and you were just kind of sleeping, so it was no big deal. I wouldn't worry about it too much.
Where'd we go? What?
Not important.
Important.
I think it's
I'm pretty sure we went back to Rablin, and we went back and talked to Snips again because there was something with the handler for exterminators handlers. I think dead or missing.
Well, not exactly. Yeah, Tactics Tina, the killer tainer.
Yeah, no, I saw she gave you a call one time.
Yeah, she's always trying to get me to join this
The union.
union and all that kind of stuff.
No, that was a good idea.
Well, apparently, maybe not such a good idea because she dead now.
Yeah, see, like I said, dead.
Apparently,
Did I say dead? You said no. I mean, I'm pretty sure I said dead.
no, you were saying she's my handler.
Talk to you about it. Right?
Oh, she's
Ain't
not.
the same thing. No, she's just she was. I guess she was an affiliate, but apparently she got gacked by the same assassin that tried to come for me.
Oh shit!
Yeah, almost like right before her, actually. So she's been dead a little while apparently.
Went for her first.
Oh, I mean, it's not me to thinking that there's imposters. Like there was an imposter Tina, and there was an imposter X.
Yeah, I'm sorry, X. That's awful.
Yeah, it won't. She was kind of a nice lady. I feel bad. Hopefully her. I don't know. Hopefully things will be okay for her people and her line of contract goods.
Yeah.
Dex pokes Helios in the arm.
Ah! What?
You're not an imposter now, too, are you?
Shit, I hope not.
What about Mike?
I'm not gonna Chris on myself, am I?
I mean, it's always possible, but as far as I know, I'm the same old guy.
I mean, I don't think there's any way to reduplicate an 09, but
Oh, there are many of me, but none of them have my number.
Yeah. See, I mean,
There you
None
go.
of them have me.
We hear that?
No, you don't.
Oh, okay.
Only 09 does that.
I assume we don't hear that, right?
Disembodied voice.
I was questioning also. I'm like, hell, I have more voices.
The second speaker emits out.
Okay. Well, shit. So Tina's dead, but we killed that guy, but we don't know who hired that guy.
Well, that I don't think that's true anymore. So
Yeah.
while you're away, we had a nice conversation with that Bartos fella.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, he apparently had to tell us all kinds of goodies because our boss, that one lady that's real sweet on Mike, she told him to tell us everything, and one of the things she told us, or he told us rather, was that pretty sure the doctor hired this lawyer group, and the lawyer group hired the assassin. It's like the what was their names? There was like the Cathan group, I think, and let's see, what was
This
it?
doctor with the secret stealth ship that's warping around the galaxy, yeah?
Yeah. Apparently, they're looking for that Wyatt Brock guy we met. For
Going for the facility. Remember why?
because he had all that
Chris's
information.
friend. Remember?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then suddenly, kaboom! A nuke goes off. What are the odds? I mean,
Mm-hmm.
a nuke that I thought I disabled. Now I'm a little mad it was still functional and I didn't steal it. I feel responsible because I didn't steal it. If we'd have stole it, it wouldn't have gone off.
They could have just brought another nuke for all we know.
Yeah, seems
I guess that's a
likely.
possibility. Maybe they just brought another nuke to begin with. Maybe the one I disabled still disabled.
Or perhaps they attempted to do the same thing you did and take the nuke. Only since you disabled the first bypass, they were not successful at disabling the other.
Ooh,
Oh, there's a possibility. I hadn't thought about that.
that is an unfortunate thought. Or maybe not, depending on the corpo.
Well, it couldn't have happened to better people, I'm sure.
Yeah, I'm not sure who's doing the booming, but it's always Kiloton out there, supposed to be dealing with.
Right.
When we released all them files or whatever, when you sold them on wherever you sold those things 09, did it have the details of that bomb on them?
Oh, yes.
Oh shit! So it's out there. Who knows who went and find that thing now? I mean, shit, it could be anybody with
Correct.
gung ho about getting themselves one of them under their belts. I mean,
That's true.
Did you ever tell us what all was in those files?
No.
we didn't ask.
Well, I
Do we
think
wanna
maybe that
know?
might be kind of useful information,
It is.
especially now it's blown up and all that.
Yes.
Might really reduce the value of it. I'm glad you sold it when you did 09.
Well, it might
Thank you.
up the value of it. obviously.
So okay. Anyway, '09. You got some information for us?
Oh, do you want to know?
I mean, I was kind of hoping.
Sure.
Oh, but you never asked.
Well, we are now. That's,
Okay.
Man, I forgot I had to talk like that with him.
burden us with horrible knowledge. Let's go.
Levi, you shared that to me in a...
I have it open right now.
Send
About
it over to
17
me.
game sessions ago.
Yeah, right.
Closer to 4, I think, but yes. It's called TMC Subsite Bridge Data.
What's funny is right now,
Oh, I
09
see
is
it.
searching for the file as Clint searches for the file.
I'm searching for the file. I will hide this
Searching.
from the chat so the chat can't see it.
When
hate
he
for them.
does it, when he does it on his face, the circle spins as he's
Yep.
looking for the file.
His eyes and mouth turn into the little circle.
Yeah, they just
Come back.
Nice.
So
Okay.
he's buffering. Oh, no, he's
File
good.
has been retrieved.
A huge
Sorry,
file.
It's very large.
Yeah, happens. Got a buffer.
Yeah, I mean,
Would you
it was-
like me to abbreviate, or would you like a direct reading of the file?
I mean, I don't feel like you're going to take a lot of creative liberty with it. So I mean, you can truncate it down to the important stuff.
The research facility was operational for around 2 years, 7 months, and 4 days. Quinn and Gatekeeper were both installed when the systems came online, but however, the Gatekeeper was never activated until we activated him at the end. Quinn controlled all networks: energy, xenobiology, medical, systems, personnel, security, and backup of A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, all wiped by 09W12. Oh, that's me. Yes, sorry, I'm reading my own notes. Subject 0 was housed in a chamber 8, Cradle A.
Yeah, we
Analysis.
found him. That was Chris.
Subject 0 resonates 4 different frequencies of wave bleed. Frequency
Wave
0091. Marginal resonance and difficult to maintain. Weakest link. Frequency 0075. Strong resonance. Frequency 0852. Strong resonance. Keyed into specific protein chains in DNA. Frequency 0966. Strong resonance. Keyed into specific protein chains in DNA. Many studies were shown to have similar outcomes. However, I will skip through.
Well, that's pretty fascinating.
How long have we been in this system, Levi, again?
In total, let me check the timeline. Not that long.
I know it's been a year since the bug war ended, but it's, I
Like
knew it
in
was
total, it's been around. Hold on.
I knew it was like less than 5 years.
Yeah, it's less than 5 years. So let me check.
Everything was in real.
I was trying to think about when they got this operational.
One thing DMs love is keeping track of their own ridiculous timelines that they created, and it's totally their fault. Let's see.
Short answer is this definitely did not get created before we all showed up in system, yeah?
Correct.
Okay, that's the main thing. I just wanted to make sure there was.
It was built after
We
the
arrived.
system was settled.
So nothing really weird going on with the timeline there. Good to know.
I mean, I think we could determine this is all clearly the work of that doctor, but I'm still missing like something important here. I think I don't understand why.
I will continue.
Yeah, go ahead.
Testing was erratic, inconclusive for the first 4 months. Quinn was used to fine-tune the process, with each chamber on test. On the 5th month, bacterial presence in the chamber evidences Subject 1. Subject 1 through 73 from bacterial, fungal, viral, plant, mollusk, cephaloid, and arthropod life. Roll is consistent with the most difficult to access of 173 subjects. 12 subjects were pulled from roll. Only 1 is sentient. Subject 174, using beam frequency 0852, small mammal, was a furry rodent with large pointy ears and 6 legs. Animal level intellect contains a strong beam resonance, stronger than Subject 0. Subject 230, beam, avian suspect, looks like a winged cat creature with long, thin beak, both fur and feathers, can communicate in a pattern, cannot translate, double the resonance of 174. Subject 314, Sierra, using frequency 0966, arthropod, centipede form, with exoskeleton rat head, shows intelligence, aggressive, strong Sierra resonance, much stronger than Subject 0. Subject 466, roll, using frequency 0091, coelopod subject, seal form but transparent, ending in tentacles, very intelligent, is communicative, developing a code for translation, resonance on par with 230. This continues until Subject 489, using Sierra, frequency 0966, humanoid subject, large muscular stout creature covered in viscous coatings and active secreting spines, 2 mouths, 6 eyes upon a wide set head, strongest Sierra resonance yet, seems intelligent, not communicative. Shortly after the poll of Subject 999, Edward Blevins from Zenobia disabled the surveillance of the lab. He was discovered using amnesty scrolly clearance to access Subject 489. When confronted, he attacked security. Amnesty disabled him. He was placed under observation. During this time, he coerced 3 members of Zenobia to secure his release.
Xenobio.
Xenobio?
The xenobiology department.
Okay, not Zenobia. I can read it. Xenobio. To secure his release, Elsa Gaines released him. Together they were found trying to access Subject 489. Blevins took Gaines hostage at this time with a firearm. Amnesty terminated Blevins. Gaines survived the attack, but requested transfer offsite. Additional surveillance was placed on Subject 489. I can continue. Many more tests were done. However, some bacteria was released during chamber testing. During test 6, subjects 1 through 5 started to grow and breach containment. The energy in the chamber coalesces into a form 40 feet tall and 20 feet wide. The chamber cracks. Testing is shut down. The connection to swivel is broken. All staff were scanned medically. Over half of the staff were infected with mutation of Subject 1002, 1003, and 1005. Staff was quarantined. Infected show a myriad of aggressive symptoms. Traces of Subject 1002 and 1003 were found throughout the facility. A full evacuation was ordered. A quarantine ship, the Picket, arrives for staff transfer. Escort TMC, Emissary Warden class shipjet Mustang, travels to secure with a secure route. Quinn is ordered to lock down facility, but maintain power to chamber so security protocols prevent wave bleed.
Those of you that, let's see, this would be anybody with a decent mysticism score can roll on. Well, if you feel that you are knowledgeable in mysticism, you may roll now.
Not life science?
No, not life science.
32.
32. God.
18.
I rolled a
thought my
19.
19 was pretty good, but never mind.
Dax, you know that weave bleed has some sort of greater meaning. You've heard the phrase thrown about. You've just never heard it thrown about in any context that mattered to you personally till now. Let's see. 32 was Helios. Helios, weave bleed is the radioactive signature of anything that comes from another dimension. And weave bleed can, just like a circulatory system, be marginal, or it can be severe hemorrhaging, which causes huge problems. You have heard in trying to research your powers of the rare instances when a dimension is breached. And it is rare. On record in this system, dimensional walls have only been breached, not counting the gates, 3 times. And each of those 3 times, catastrophe occurred shortly after. And this would be with a massive loss of energy, control of the energies that are happening. Once happened on Thakorotaka, one happened on Gramano, and one happened on a moon of Gramano. All of which were done in weapon development against the robots. When Weave Bleed is minor, weird stuff occurs. But then it can go away.
So what 09's saying, Weave Bleed, it's like kind of like radiation, but I would say worse. It's basically when another reality kind of breaches over into ours. The military tried to develop some weapon tech for it to fight the bots back during the war, but it never went well.
Like, so
Which means they're maybe trying to make weapons out of this. At least that's the only time I've heard of them trying to make use of this type of shit.
so
It's
that
dangerous.
all those mutants and all that stuff was trying to weaponize Weave Bleed.
Some kind of dimensional rift that they're harnessing for God knows what to. I don't know why. Usually they try to weaponize it somehow, but I don't know what this crazy facility was trying to do in the end goal.
I mean, that doctor was all about, portals and
Yeah, doorways.
doorways.
Yeah, it didn't seem weaponization was their goal. They were studying stuff they pulled through.
Well, I mean, they did say they were real dangerous, the doorways.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's true.
you could be bringing stuff in here to do bad stuff. I mean, hell, I don't know about y'all, but we got here in a weird way, didn't we?
I mean, I've been through some weird stuff. Mike's clearly been through some.
Everything I do is weird, so that ain't
Insane.
nothing new.
I mean, I get people
You
say the same
technically
thing.
died.
But yeah,
I just want to give a hand to Clint for trying to read through 2 pages, and I'm looking at it almost. he summarized up what was almost 1,000 words. So it took me a while to write that sucker up, and
Glad we went through it.
yeah, and he got most of it. I'm not gonna lie. He really, I was
There's
following
one
along.
spot I want to hit. There's one spot I want to hit, but I'm just waiting for it to.
Okay.
Waiting for a thing to come up. But go ahead.
yeah. So I don't know. Maybe she's trying to find a way out of here, or maybe something else.
Anyone who could figure out a gateway back would be like,
They make a lot of money.
would put them. Yeah, I mean, you could develop an entire corp around it.
Or you could just go home on your own and leave everyone stuck.
Well, yeah, but that's
You guys are now beyond the orbital path of Imwell, and boop. Dale, you've got an incoming message. Are you going to let it go to message, or are you going to accept the call? It's from
for
Doug.
For the moment, I'll let it go a message, and then I'll come back to
Okay.
it.
You wait, and the message is saved. You can open it at any time.
Okay, cool.
The part that struck me the most was Subject 0 was a human.
when you started on that, I assumed that was Chris.
Well, no,
Because all of
it
them
was
were
not
Chris's,
Chris.
right?
Chris's
Subject
team showed up
0
later.
was a male with gray-blue skin, but had horns. Slightly taller than a human.
The one with all the eyes.
No, only
That was
2 sets
subject
of eyes.
4 something or other.
My notes say that he was sad and drained. He was continuously moved in and out of the cradle for testing. It is only removed from the cradle when certain brainwave patterns emerged, indicating a degradation of consciousness. When it was removed and placed in quarantine under an inhibitor collar, it would speak languages no one understood. It would plead. It threatens. It gestured violently at security staff. However, in each instance, it seemed surprised and frustrated that the gestures did not create the desired result. Subject 0 was sampled for tissue, blood, spinal, and cerebral fluids. These samples were analyzed for the strongest wavelength resonances. The cerebral fluid was best, but detrimental to the source. The spinal fluid was ideal, but it must be sampled only periodically. The blood was most plentiful and had a fair amount of resonance, and so the blood became the basis for all frequencies.
Oh, wow. They're mining that sucker for weave juice.
They would bleed this human and then inject into the chamber to attempt to unlock the weave to other dimensions.
Hey, Mike. Hey, could you do me a favor and tell me the story again about the Goblin Caves and your friends?
Oh, sure, yeah. That was a bad one. It was real bad. We got in there. There was lots of goblins. Fucking remember, so you're gonna have to help me out here, Levi. It was a long time ago we did that game.
So what happened was, you got hired.
Years ago, literally.
It was like so long ago. It was like at least
This is gonna be not all right. I'm gonna.
It was at least like it was like at least 17, 18, 20 some odd Winters Fests ago.
At least.
So you were underneath the I think I said red. It's something red. Hold on, I wrote it in the notes. It was something with red. There was a red thing.
Yeah, the thing was red, right?
It was a red place with red in the title. It was a something or another. Yeah, and you got hired down there to clear out these goblin mines because the goblins are dangerous and they're getting a little bit too riled up and too feisty and what's nots.
They're actually not that dangerous, but I wasn't gonna tell them that because they was paying good money,
Yeah, but the villages and they're nice people, but they're not equipped to handle the goblins.
Gonna help them out.
And just did you go down in there alone?
Oh no! Why would I do? No, we're not gonna do that. We gotta share the glory, of like everybody working together.
So, Mike, you went down there and you was find out what the goblins, and you find out that the goblins are worshiping something as a god. Because they do that.
They do that because they don't know what they're doing. They're just making it up like they go.
But then it turns out that the thing that they was worshiping was like it was like a giant globe with these eyes that shot laser beams.
Of course, because if you're gonna have a globe, why not shoot laser beams?
And it was the thing could talk, and it was really nasty, and it turned one of your friends into stone, and it made one of your friends try and kill one of your other friends, and it was pretty nasty.
It was not very nice. I didn't enjoy it a lot. But you're right, I did not go there alone.
But you guys did manage to injure it enough that it left of its own accord.
Of course, as you do.
And then you moved your friend that got turned to stone into your cart, and then he's a paperweight.
He holds down paper really good now.
Man, that's a bum deal.
Well, it's better than just leaving him in there like a statue for some other gobbo to come by and piss on its ankle. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you make a good point.
Dex is taking a mysticism check because he has a fair amount of knowledge of technomancy.
Yep.
Which is in some way, shape, or form this world's version of magic.
Right.
Now, he don't know too much about making weird hand gestures and movements to make magic happen.
Right.
But he's heard Spicy Mike tell all kinds of stories about his friends doing this sort of bullshit.
Yeah.
So Dax is just trying to put two and two together. Maybe this being, the zero, is something along the lines of something that Spicy Mike has seen before that he has not seen. Because this comes from somewhere else where they do that crazy sort of shit.
Based on...
Bird's eating your headset cable.
No, I know. No. June loves cords, so hopefully she won't chew through it. So, based on the idea of it, throwing its hands around and being surprised, That sounds like what he's described his friends as. You do see a line of logic there. That said, Dale, if you feel in all sincerity this is sparking any of your frustrated curiosity, you can roll your thing I mentioned once.
Okay. I think it was this.
It's based on a mental stat.
Yeah, that's not a great roll.
No, you don't know.
Does 09's description of Subject Zero at all jog my memory of the entity I saw inside of the star chained up?
Now that you think about it,
Weird colored skin.
maybe, well, no, everything was white. Everything was white.
That's right.
But
right.
now that you're thinking about it, it was a humanoid. And it did look malnourished.
With like tubes hooked up to it.
And now that he's mentioning the description involving horns, you're realizing that some of the things you assumed were implants, you could see the left side of its head and know maybe that was a horn.
Void holes suck. Why?
I'm not gonna do it.
All right, I think I might have seen Subject Zero when I was out. When I was out.
Oh,
You was sleeping?
It's no when 09 mentioned the thing about the horns, I was in a place where everything was white, and there was a dog thing, and you mentioned there was one of the subjects was a cat thing, furry.
He had to say that. One of the subjects was a furry.
Mhm.
The
Subject
guy.
174. Subject 174 was a mammal. Furry like a rodent. Less than a cat.
It could have been a rodent, I guess. But I think I have no idea where I was, except to say I was in a star, which might not have been where I was actually at all. But
I mean,
the thing was there. It was hooked up. It was chained up. There were like tubes into it. It was all white though, so it was hard to
now
get detail.
I don't want to get too I don't want to get too conspiracy theorist here, but
I'm starting to feel a little crazy.
if this doctor is killing Tactics Tina and trying to, I don't know, do something along the lines, it seems like, to get hold of X over there.
Well, definitely try to kill us. Try to shoot us out of the damn sky.
Well, right, but I mean, it's possible that me, you, and 09 were just collateral damage.
Well,
Sure.
Let's not forget Spice and Mike was also targeted.
Right, that's what I'm saying. The rest of us could just be collateral damage because those two come from other places.
Oh yeah,
according to them.
you know, Mike. Now that you're awake, why are you screaming the name of the woman who's hiring us to do stuff?
that's not important, really.
That's the second time you didn't important. No, you can't not important me twice in
You
one
guys-
conversation.
Most of the time, when I say it's not important, people just leave me alone because they think I'm crazy. So I'm just trying it out, all right?
All right,
So-
you know, but now I think I'm crazy, so you're in trouble,
Wait.
mister. All right.
But
They
if
call
your
that
patient-
gaslighting.
But if patient zero's inside of some star inside your head, Helios.
I'm putting that down as the title for the next game.
They
That
call
was
it
excellent,
gaslighting.
Pam. It was fucking excellent.
So, how about this? So you know, when you take your little thingy here, I point to the little communicator or whatever we call them on the wrist.
Yeah.
You know, you can like take the thing and you like point it at something and you press a button and then it like shows you what that looks like. What is that called? Do you remember what that is? What's that
Oh, like a
called?
hologram or something?
Scanner?
No, just like, you know, like it's exactly what I was looking at. What do they call that? Do you remember?
A picture.
That's the one, a picture. So,
Oh, wow.
09.
That's not where I thought he was going with that at all.
did they got any pictures of any of these things in that report of yours?
Yes, 09.
Yes.
Could you show us what them look like?
I did.
Yeah, maybe
I did.
know.
Good. Yes,
that's-
Mike.
that's a good idea.
Yes.
And if you got the audio files, that weird language, something's rattling around my head right now.
It's buried in the code 09, but you can access it and then reconstruct the images based off the code.
Oh, also, are we flying on our way to kill Kiloton? What's going on right now?
Yeah.
I know where he wait.
Okay, so we're gonna get our conspiracy crazy on right now, and then I need to rev myself up to kill him.
I'm just thinking this whole thing.
Rev
is just
myself
about-
up to kill him, man.
I'm just thinking this whole thing is just about them trying to get a hold of X and Spicy Mike because they're wanting to use them to figure out some interdimensional wooge. But that's why they got them weird hexes and stuff I saw floating around when we was inside
Wooge
that
comes
place.
back. The Wooge always comes back.
I mean, they were studying genetic links to this thing, right?
All
I don't want any
right.
part of any Wooge hexes.
09, what subject do you want to show an image of?
He showed interest of 174.
174.
Cat-like?
What you see looks like a nutria, but it's got large ears that come to points. It's got 6 stubby legs, and it has a golden hue to some of the fur, and the remainder of the fur seems to change from blue to violet along its back. Its eyes are large and very expressive. It looks very cute. It looks like, but it would be about the size of, I say nutria, it would be equivalent to the size of like a woodchuck.
Oh, I think that's the thing.
That is not the thing, Timmy.
Not the thing?
The thing was much bigger. That thing could stand up and it could rush against your knee. That thing was about the size of a dog, the size of a large dog.
All right. I remember it had pointed ears and large expressive eyes as well. But
Yeah.
I mean, they're all anime animals either way. So
But you still have a living hand also on the ship, so
Yes.
we don't talk about the hand.
Okay. I don't want to like tie game down with like
are you suggesting we
Like
shop
giving-
right now?
no. I don't want to give every example, but technically 09 would just start flashing pictures of
All at once.
every
sure,
single like and just cycle until one of you
Timmy,
guys said
subject
something.
469 is exactly what you saw in your vision.
That's the thing.
I stop at 469.
You see a slightly elongated looking Doberman with no tail, larger eyes than a Doberman, very expressive and very warm eyes, and yet its paws don't end in paws, but they end in four like articulated, four-knuckled fingers on all hands and feet with an opposable thumb.
Yeah.
Subject 469 is marked as resonating from codename Beam, and it having a very strong resonance. Its resonance is on par with the avian form, subject 230, from Beam, and 466, a royal subject, which is the seal thing that's the cephalopod and clear skin, kind of gross.
Yeah. When I was wherever I was, it was white. I was blind and everything was pain until I found this thing and it looked at me and I knew it was looking at me because then I could see and it didn't hurt anymore. And that's when I saw the human, the person hooked up on the. It was like he was part in a structure. It was like almost part of like a building pulled out, but it was all white. And then I woke up.
Man, that's real weird. There was this one time I remember something like that, kind of. Like, I went in this place and I was supposed to be like doing a job, just taking care of problems in there, exterminating bugs and whatnot.
Yeah, what you do?
Yeah, and then there was like all these like loudspeakers playing weird languages. It was just all real creepy, like, So I was just like looking around. I was like, man, this is the thing. And just creepy people over here keeping their bugs in our house and stuff like that. And then all of a sudden the walls just like melting, and like there's some like real tired voice. It was real mad and kind of frustrated. It sounded like he was all like, I don't know, maybe like hangry or something like that. I mean, it's just, I don't know. I felt it. Like I felt like right there, like He was trying
No,
to get my attention.
I think I seen that too one time. I was with these elves, right? And we
What is happening?
and then we out here. And then they were like, hey, we crushed up these mushrooms and put them in a tea. You should drink it. Same thing happened, I swear.
I don't remember drinking any mushroom tea, but
But both of those instances ended with you guys waking up inside of a star?
I don't remember there being
I
a
don't know
star.
about
But
Oh, okay. All right.
I mean, to be fair, I have not remembered being inside of a star before. I'm not saying it didn't happen, but
Oh,
Go ahead and give me
zero?
Go ahead and give me an intelligence check, Exterminator.
17.
You know, now that you're talking about it, you did remember the scent of banana pudding with Nilla wafers,
Ooh.
like Mom used to make
Well, that's interesting.
from scratch,
Impressive.
right out of the box.
From scratch.
Oh, all right.
Yeah. Nilla wafers from scratch.
And yeah, I don't know. There was some like stuff that's it felt like home, you know, like nice little
Yeah.
snack I used to have.
Levi, I just want to cover my bases. In this fictional future world, there's nothing that actually survives the inside of a fucking star, right? I mean, I just want to put that out there before I say something that's not canonically correct. Like,
Okay. Nothing survives a star. However,
Oh boy.
there have been claims by the Weave Watch and the College of Patronology that individuals have interacted with beings or individuals themselves have gotten close to or traversed what would be lethal to a mortal in stars. So, in this instance, one of your crew is one of those guys. But all of these Weave Watch reports and the College of Patronology, these groups both research either people that claim to have power from another source or people that are trying to tap into power themselves.
but just for an analogy, this is like listening to the guy with the crazy hair on Ancient Aliens, right? I mean,
Yes, it is.
okay, I just making sure that's the level of rabbit hole we're going down here.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because so far, as far as I can tell, I'm the only one
Dax,
who ain't
you were
seen
on the front
inside
lines.
crazy. Like,
Dax, you've seen assimilation dreadnoughts that are piloted by entire AIs get driven into the gravity well of a star and just nuke. And that thing is designed by the bot army to like completely assimilate and repurpose other ships. They're fucking dangerous as hell, and it can't handle a star. So how could one man?
yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. Thanks for confirming. I didn't mean to interrupt everything else. Carry on with your crazy ass talk, everyone. Go ahead. Ryan.
Oh, it's crazy. I feel crazy. I've been trying to not jump into the crazy edge that has been in front of me the last several months, but I'm in it now.
You know what, guys? It ain't so bad. You just jump in both feet. I've been there for a long time. Everybody thinks I'm crazy.
No, I know. I've been watching you.
Guys, we're at a good jump point. If you guys are ready to strap in, we are ready to drift out to Nina Station. Is that the plan?
I think so.
Nehemiah, are we hitting up Killaton? Is he back on Germano?
He's on Germano. We still
sorry.
had a few days till that came around, though. I mean, we had time. It was like a week out. Like, I was
Well, if you
surprised
guys
too.
just want to float the black, we can. What's the plan?
No, I'm pretty sure the point was to jump back to Nema Station.
right.
After we had talked to Snips on Ravlin.
Oh,
And
all
then-
right.
But that was before we found out about Tactics Tina, so I don't remember if that's changing what we was going to do next.
Well, then you guys
I don't
just
think it
let me
is.
know when you need me, and I'll be getting back to it. And
Sounds
then
good.
you guys hear the very tail end of.
Other than we thought the doctor was funding, Kill a Cage, the Kill a Ton thing was all being funded by the same doctor who's doing all the rest of this. Like, Now I'm just wondering if the whole thing's just deployed to get to you again, X.
Well, the comm goes off. You hear endless black.
Wait, is that Dead Star?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
you've been
Dead
listening to
Star.
that all week.
Oh
It's
man.
Dead-
Oh
yeah.
Have you ever listened to 9 Parsec Nebulas?
No.
Oh, check them out.
Okay.
All right. Sorry.
Man.
Sorry.
If I write this down.
Hey, before we jump out, I got a message from my agent Doug. Maybe there's something else important there. I don't know.
Wait, are we sure it's Doug?
I mean, I ain't sure of a whole lot of things, but I mean, the guy does pay me, so so long as he's fake Doug, real Doug, if he pays me, I'm happy.
He could be leading you to a trap or your death.
I mean, yeah.
And shouldn't you maybe tell Doug what happened to Tina? I mean, he could be next.
I think it's a good idea to get a little just a little information from him then.
Yeah, shouldn't your coworkers know about that? Or
Man,
you
it
Killataners
depends.
try to kill each other sometimes. So how does that even work?
Yeah, they do. But see, what's weird is it was like a whole bunch of lawyers, right? So it was like this Nolting, Jonas, and Holgren, right? And they were, I think that's what their name was. They were the Catherine
Yeah.
group. And
The NJH.
Those good notes. You got that.
Yeah,
I was impressed.
thank you. That was, I thought it stuck in there for some reason. But yeah, and then there's the killer tainer Brandon the litigator, right? So he's got the whole lawyer in angle. I was kind of thinking maybe he could throw an exception to this or objection suddenly.
Yeah.
Like maybe we can get a little lawyer on lawyer action.
Oh yeah. We could tie this up in the system for, probably days.
He likes to drop the hammer, like in that commercial.
So you want to hire a Killatainer lawyer to talk to Doug?
No, I want to talk to Doug, but I'm just saying maybe we can figure out what's going on with these lawyers with the lawyer.
What are
Yeah,
the lawyers?
We can get the Killatainer with the lawyer shtick to talk to the actual lawyers.
Oh, who are trying to kill us?
Yeah, those ones. And
Just
did
to be
kill
a
Tina.
Killatainer lawyer, he had to do his research on real lawyers. So
I think he's a legit one. I think he passed the bar.
did he bar?
Does he just pass the space bar?
I mean, he either passed the space bar or he hit somebody with the bar. I can't remember which one it was.
Probably both.
Hold on. Was the question if Brendan passed the space bar?
Yeah.
He did, and it is definitely called the space bar.
It is.
Nice.
The space.
God damn it,
Space
guys!
bar.
Space bar.
All right, let me check my message real fast. See what he wanted.
And we know intergalactic law.
I have to
There's
deal
only
with a dark
there's
secret.
only
Hold
one
on.
bar that applies to all planets in an intergalactic system. This isn't like this isn't like getting certified in each state in the country. No,
It's real complicated. There's alien cultures and stuff to deal with.
yeah.
It's different languages and
Yeah, you get in front of those galactic judges, man, or get sent to galactic prison. Oof, no.
Yeah, well, I
Those
guess if the
duels of
Killatina
the
thing, if the Killatina
Hey,
thing ever runs
baby,
dry,
things are going great.
There we go.
We're gonna have your next 2 episodes there, and probably tomorrow on the HoloNet. And I gotta pull you in. We gotta shoot on the horizon, okay? So, in honor of David Pan Day, we're gonna shoot the David Pan Holiday Special brought to you by Exterminator. All right, so we're gonna get together. We're gonna have on a couple other killer teamment stars, and together you guys are gonna go through a mock gate and then bring back the story of hope, along with the body parts of many aggressive alien species. It's gonna be beautiful. We're gonna have the David Pan holiday dancers there. It's gonna be glorious. So, you ring me back, baby. Exterminator Center Stage Holiday Special. Yeah, click.
oh wow.
He had props in the video. It shows drawn digital artwork of you standing in front of a gate on the ground, and the gate floats in space, so that's already dumb. And the gate is only about 50 feet tall, not multiple hundreds of miles across. And it shows the holiday dancers, and they're all wearing bikini versions of your armor.
Well, okay, that wasn't the message I
As
was
you guys
expecting.
are aware, and everybody knows, David Pan Day is the day that the first human astronaut to traverse the gate and return. And so he's the one that brought the idea that there is not only something beyond the gate, but an actual system worth colonization. And so everybody honors the day he returned as the David Pan Day, a holiday of hope.
Yeah, before that, it was just a bridge of nowhere.
Yeah. Well, okay, so that message was more of just kind of like a business day than anything else. But I do have a job coming up. Apparently,
Oh, that's excellent. What do you get, X? What's it gonna
well,
be?
apparently, in honor of David Pan Day, like gate trodden extraordinaire.
Oh,
first
yeah.
one across the way.
Yeah.
Personal hero of mine.
Yeah.
09, this human holiday that only humans celebrate is silly. If something crosses a functional gate and returns, that is not worth celebrating.
I agree. Many things that humans have are not worth celebrating.
Like a life.
Hey, that's the best kind
It is
of
overrated. You have the most interesting and odd and difficult times. Goblins? Portals?
Oh yeah.
Inside of
It's
stars?
Hey, look.
Yeah, I mean, we don't celebrate that stuff around here, though.
Yeah, no, that's.
Probably shouldn't make a show about it either, just yet.
Speaking of things not worth celebrating, we are being followed.
What?
Oh! Now?
Correct.
About what?
I'm gonna go up to the con. Oh, God, that's sore.
Helios,
Okay.
do you remember
I'm gonna-
back? You remember
Yeah.
back when we found 722?
Oh! Yeah, nice little bot. We sent him on his way, right?
Yes. Well,
Yeah, he gave us the tip about the merch, yeah?
yes. On our last visit, he contacted me and
Yeah.
said that Seeker follows my trail. Seeker can monitor all scans and signals. Apparently, he showed up the day of the broadcast when we were liberating the mining colony.
Uh-oh.
He is a Gaeltech Phalanx 744 unit. Modifications were network-based.
Wait, you got a stalker.
So they saw you on the HoloNet and they're sending a bot after to what, collect you?
Like repossession or something?
No, I am not a Gaeltech unit.
Right.
So why is a seeker after you?
I do not know. Did I tell you I was sold?
Recently?
Wait, what?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, he
I
told
did a
us that.
check on my debt status, and all of my debt had been covered by TradePoint, an investment group. I am now purchased by someone else.
Great point.
When did that happen?
Why are you sleeping?
Yes.
Seriously?
Yes, when you were
Yeah.
sleeping.
No, he told us about it on our way to Ravlin, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, right.
So is that a Galtech company?
No, they're not.
So
They have been around almost as long as Gaeltech, but they do not operate as a corporation.
so they bought you, and a Galtech seeker is after you.
I believe so.
Hey, can you do a long range scan? I'm gonna come up to the con. Look for metallic non-humanoid life forms, android.
You type it in, and what you find is following your ship's trajectory is an object that scans at first don't find as much as it finds movement of, and then they lock down to. This thing is approximately the size of a softball.
Anyone have any experience with these kind of?
It is not going fast. It is not matching your speed.
That's all I got.
It's awful tiny.
Yes,
really
that's
know.
what we found on our first scans as well.
So what's do we know much about what these seeker bots can do? I mean, I fought in the war, but I was mostly dropping off poor sons of
Maybe
bitches.
that thing's just a probe.
It is. Just investigation. But they're relaying information back to somewhere.
So it's not Seeker himself, it's just a probe relaying information back to Seeker.
Or maybe Seeker is the probe and working for somebody.
I think he is called Seeker.
Yep.
Oh, but he's just a probe.
Well, what do you want to do? Do you want to make contact? Do we blow it out of the sky?
Remember what happened the last time we made contact?
Yeah, I'm just saying, if we want to jump somewhere, if we don't want somebody knowing where we're going, we probably need to deal with this thing first, yeah? Or else they're going to get our trajectory.
However,
Ace.
after... I'm sorry. Seeker left on a fighter shuttle. I don't... This may not be Seeker. This may just be a probe.
That's what I said.
Well, we ain't the most inconspicuous folk in the whole wild universe. Like, we're on TV all the time, right? Like the holovids and stuff. Like, somebody wanted to find us. I mean, they know where we're at.
I mean, it's been a good while since I got live.
It has been.
A long while.
Yeah, we need to fix that.
Because our last job was, completely off grid. So, we ain't been live in quite a while.
All right. Well, let me put this to you then. Do we need a little hype up job before we go kill Killaton to...
I wasn't so much
Buzz
worried about
going?
that. I was just thinking maybe we just scramble the signal. So if it's trying to read the signal, it'll not know where we're about to jump. Like I'll send out a false signal for it to pick up on, and then boom, we'll go somewhere else instead.
Sure,
So I thought
that's
we
a good
just
idea.
scramble it. So I just
So
gonna
that's
type
like
in
that-
this little code here and see if we can just fuck this whole thing up for him.
All right.
And at 31, I fuck it up as much as I can for him. I don't know what it does, but it sounds good to me.
31 computers.
So what now? I was taking notes.
I put out a false code
We're there.
coordinate system for where we're going, so it will pick up a wrong set of info as
Waypoint.
yeah, kind of that time when we was go left and he was fuck south or whatever it was that Clinton had to do for
Fuck north.
fuck north. It's like one of those sorts of deals, just to fuck
Alright.
it up so I don't know where it's going.
All right. You put the message out, and you see you're watching the screen, and it takes a while because the distance of these scanners makes change in vector at times imperceptible. But after a couple minutes, it's on a new heading.
Here we go.
All right, hit it, Helios.
All right.
Hit.
Chewy.
We're
Who's
punching
at
it.
the helm of this thing?
All right. Here we go. Nema Station.
And you drift. And as you guys come out of drift with the ripple and some of the altering of energy signatures, you are currently beyond the ice belt, floating at a casual distance from Nema Station.
Check them scanners again there, Helios. See if you still see it back there.
You got it. Let's see what we find.
Your long-range scanners do not go this far.
But we
So-
don't pick up any kind of...
But he's not
And
there.
nothing has drifted in behind you.
Okay. Think that worked, Dax. Looking clean.
We'll see. I mean, it's worth a try. I just, you know.
All right. Well, I'm going to stop us sitting here, and I'm going to get into a heading to dock at Nema Station for the local authorities start getting nervous about us parking out here.
There are a number of ships parked out here. It's not uncommon to have ships near Nema Station that aren't... I mean, in essence, the entire area around Nema Station is not unlike a parking lot of a major depot of commerce. So there are times that there's entire diplomatic teams that sort of set up makeshift operations outside the station.
I mean, I don't know how much time we bought us. If this thing is some sort of seeker bot, it's probably got probes everywhere. So it's only a matter of time until he picks it back up. So, I mean,
We're about to land on one of the biggest stations in the system, so there'll be cameras to pick us up and let them know we're here if they're looking at us that hard.
Dax, you got an incoming call. It's from J Brews.
I just figured this is going to happen. I pick it up. Yeah, this deck shots.
Excellent. This is J Brews. Are you familiar with our program?
Yeah, no, I catch your broadcast every now and then.
I'm honored. Thank you very much. We're big fans of yours, Mr. Schatz, and we're curious if you'd be interested in having an interview with us on the air.
Sure, yeah. I never turned down a chance to talk about my work.
Great. When do you want to set this up? We were hoping to, do this maybe tomorrow. Does that work for you?
I mean, yeah, we still got a couple days till Kill Cage, so I mean, I'm sure that's what you're wanting to talk about, right? So,
well, you've already answered one of my questions then. Does that mean you're accepting the challenge of the Kill Cage?
well, I mean, yeah, of course.
Excellent. Well, we here at J Brews are really rooting for you, Mr. Schatz. We hope you take this all the way to the top. And we really look forward to talking to you tomorrow. Thank you. Is it all right if I call in around 2? Does that work for you?
Sure, yeah, I think that'd be all right.
All right, well, we will.
Too much pressing business doing, so yeah.
The way it is, we'll set up the call, and I'll talk to you like about 10 minutes before, give you a breakdown of some of the questions we're going to walk through so you can prep out how you want to do things, and then I'll let you know when we're live, and we'll go from there.
Yeah, sure. No, that works out all right.
Oh, and do me a favor. I am not currently repping anything except my own affiliate, and I am only working with Camden. So if you do me a favor and block out any non-TMC affiliated logos in the backdrop behind you, or have some sort of neutral backspace, that would save my techs a little bit of extra effort.
Oh yeah, I'm sure somewhere here on the ship I can find a wall that doesn't have something plastered on it.
Sounds great. Thank you so much. Pleasure to talk to you. High ordnance. All right.
Oh yeah. There's definitely going to be some high ordinances, that's for sure.
Can't wait. All right. Talk to you tomorrow. Click.
All right. Dale sends a message to Doug.
Yeah, I'm reading it. When do I got to be there?
Yeah. Oh, man. Well, all right. I think that gets us to the point where we got to put some onions in some chainsaws. Is that what we're doing?
What?
Oh yeah. So Kiloton, he has the giant chainsaw for an arm that he uses is like one of his primary forms of killing.
Yeah.
Hence probably why he wants a cage. That way, makes it easier
There you go,
to get
Timmy.
close.
Hard to get away from the chainsaw.
Yeah,
It's real gruesome. Dude doesn't wear pants, though. It's real weird. I don't know if I would use a chainsaw if I was just swinging in the wind like that. You know?
Yeah, no, I'm reminded why. I mean, no offense, I don't usually watch this stuff. Jesus Christ, that poor man. No one loved him growing up.
Helios, our goal
yeah?
was to embarrass Kiloton greatly.
Oh!
So, my
Can
thought
we
was-
look at the man?
Yes, well, so this is very childish of me, but I thought perhaps if I make him cry
Thanks, Lich.
because he cannot start his chainsaw, and then cry even more because there are onions making his eyes water, he'll be running around the rink like a crying baby in a diaper.
Oh, no, I came up with this whole plan
Best
on his
worst
own.
plan.
That's pretty.
The best worst
amazing.
plan.
That's pretty good.
What's up, Raiders? How you doing?
The Raiders came in exactly when it happened to come
Perfect
into
time for them.
conversation that the
Yep.
title of the show. so
it all makes
Beep,
sense.
it all
beep,
Thanks for the
makes
sub.
sense.
Everything's cool.
We're putting onions in chainsaws.
Air Laser, 33 months of subs. Thank you.
Thanks, Air.
Thank you.
Can we get our hands on fresh onions? I mean, that stuff's good, but kind of not always easy to find.
I mean, the last time we were on Nemo Station, they had all them restaurants. One of them, I'm pretty sure, was a burger shack.
Oh, okay.
And I'm pretty sure it loaded with the onions. Now, I'm sure if we spit them a decent amount of credit, they'll probably just give us the onion. Because it only takes like 2 onions probably to do this. Like, we don't need like a lot of onion.
It only takes... So we can disable a chainsaw with 2 onions is what you're telling me?
Oh, we had disabled the chainsaw was a separate thing.
Oh,
the onions just make him cry.
2 different ideas, you know.
My original plan was actually to swap out his chainsaw with one that I designed to actually just throw onion juice at him
Wow.
when he starts it.
Oh. That
I
was
want to
more
replace-
sophisticated than I remember.
Well, it would be very difficult to modify on the fly his actual chainsaw.
Yeah, like hack it or anything like that.
Well, I mean, I just thought she was going to like.
You want me
cut
to hack a
gas line on
chainsaw
it.
with onions?
I mean, I'm looking at the picture of this guy, and he seems the kind of guy who would have an onboard computer on his chainsaw for no good fucking reason. Look at this man.
See?
You know, I heard he sleeps with it.
I mean, after hearing what Spicy Mike said about his proclivities, like I think he does a lot of things with it.
I mean, it looks like it's attached to his hand, so I would assume he sleeps with it if it's always there, right?
As long as the chainsaw isn't named Stella.
I mean, it's
No, I hear she got groove.
She missed you.
All right.
Wait.
Give me a culture check, everybody,
Okay.
since it came up.
I mean, his
Oh boy.
chainsaw is not his hand. He's
I got
holding
a
it firmly in a hand.
16 plus
11.
0.
Wow.
Culture.
It's about killer tainers. I get 5.
It is
By the
about
lower
killer
difficulty.
tainers.
Okay, if it's about
I got-
starship pilots, I have a thing, but no. Or ships.
He's got a thing
Effectively.
about fighter pilots.
I do.
Effectively a 26 on that roll, apparently.
Okay.
Dax at 25, it looks like.
Okay. Then Dax and Exterminator, you are aware that not only does the chainsaw absolutely have its own onboard AI system, but the chainsaw is called Feelings. That's its name.
Oh man, I don't want to say that you just fucked up, but I'm pretty sure we have someone who's going to hack the fuck out of that AI.
Oh, no. I've not watched Kiloton, but does he scream at people that he's going to make them feel feelings?
Yes, he does.
Yeah.
Oh,
He
God.
does.
We're just going to humiliate him? We can't kill this man? I'm actually getting revved up now for it.
Oh, you can kill him.
He
He's
not
just-
only says that he's going to make him feel feelings, he says he's going to put his feelings in them. Like he just riffs it constantly. And
It's
the
not
funny
even
thing
subtle.
is,
It doesn't work.
started off as just not good, and it was constantly mocked. But with the nature of a catchphrase, the constant double, triple, quadrupling down, it came back around, and now it's got a fan base of people that do that.
Yeah,
and so
dude.
it's not uncommon that kids on the station, bullies, will just walk up and tell people I'm gonna put my feelings in you and just start punching other kids.
The last thing you want to do is try to catch feelings.
Nah,
I mean, you don't want that to happen.
that is a
Yeah,
trick,
no.
though. Sometimes you do have to just embrace the cringe.
Yeah, when he said once again with feelings, that was the only time I felt it. But other times, it's just garbage. Garbage. So, yeah, I think it's hackable, though. I mean, that thing, like, talks to him. It, like, keeps his kill count on it and all that stuff.
Hack
and,
it
like-
and make it start insulting him?
oh, man.
I mean, I'm sure 09's already on this case. I mean,
I like this idea. My thought was perhaps just recreating him or inputting Will into his chainsaw so that he could act like his AI until we wanted to really spice it up.
Yeah, start off subtle. Did he just hear it call him an asshole? Maybe not. That's not sure. Maybe he was talking about us.
09, you want me to do a heist into another object. You want me to masquerade as said object and then change as needed when it is time to spice it up?
Yes, I think so.
Spice it up. You always got to do that.
I just wanted to make sure I understood the plan.
With
All right, I
onions.
like this.
I have to say, one of the recent Star
Thank
Wars
you,
shows had a
Alex.
great bot line of, I'm going to need to save extra energy. I have enough energy left over to lie. This is a great robot line.
It is pretty good. All right. I think I like this idea. So, like, we're gonna go in there. Kiloton's gonna be calling all kinds of people out, though, right? It's not just gonna be you and Kiloton, right?
Well, that's the part I was trying to make sure I understand, because it's like, I appreciate all your all support, but I think this is a battle royale to the death. Like, 10 men enter, 1 man leaves. So the more of you who enter the cage, like even once Kiloton's dead, like then we gotta shoot each other. And I didn't want to have to go there, but I don't think this. I think this is like a rumble. Like I don't think it's a. I mean, just based on
he's done it once before, and he's not afraid to do it again.
Well, you know, and I don't need to re-see things twice. I got to shoot in a couple days, so like I got to be around for that anyway.
I mean, we can all go in there and team up on Kiloton and take him down like we're all proposing. I'm not against that, but then like I don't know after that if like the cameras are still rolling. Like, you know, I'm pretty sure all the people are going to expect there to be eviscerations and I don't know, whatever else he said from the commercial, you know.
That's what the people think they want. No, you got to give them what they didn't expect. We all just walk off afterwards. And then there's a controversy. Everyone's up in arms on the internet about it. And then...
Oh, look out, guys. Only Flaps just gave you guys infinite luck.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's what we needed. That's what we freaking needed.
Spent some cams for that one, too.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? That's worth it.
You know what's funny? I remember when I made that, there was a reason for it.
There was.
No, I forgot what it was.
Not
too.
remember.
It was my shitty dice rolls, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's right. That's right.
yeah.
So, yeah, you know, and I distinctly remember that you guys are going to be fighting over the top of a volcano, like in the caldera thing.
I remember the volcano part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Guys, I was not planning on fighting.
No, man.
Well,
I thought Dax was doing this. Do you want me in
I
the
thought so too,
arena?
but like I said, I didn't want everyone to feel left out. But I mean, this is a killer cage, so
I am not a killer tamer.
Cage.
I do not want to participate.
I was just worried that X was going to get in there and I was going to have to shoot him again.
I was thinking about
Like-
giving it to you, but I just decided against it.
I mean,
I
gotta kill a Tanner's
Oh my god, I just caught it.
Thank you.
Wow.
Thank you.
I mean, I don't know how
Try
this
to
is going
slip
to
him
go
in there.
down, but
You guys have in essence had like a full day of travel at this point, and quite a bit of dialogue. You are now reaching an end of the day. Are you guys gonna call it a night on the ship? Are you guys going to dock at Nema's station, find a place to sleep? What do you want to do?
Anything you guys want on Nema? Brought us here.
I don't think so. I got everything I needed last time, including an extra little bit of anger juice.
So just
we talked to what's her name here, and then we went to Radlin to talk to Snips, and we were supposed to come back here and meet with her again. Was that right? Before we went to kill the cage? I mean, there was a reason we was coming back to Nema Station. We just didn't put it in route for no damn reason. I'm just having trouble remembering what it was.
Well, she, let's see.
I was unconscious. I just flew the route.
Bianca said she wanted us to try to link Kiloton to Dr. Farrig, right? Like expose their connection. And if we could do that, we got paid like Mondo. But like, you know, if we just embarrass him, we get some money, and if like he kills him, we get money, but hey, it's not good.
What we did so far was we was able to prove the Kiloton's popularity went up drastically with the disappearance and alleged death of Furious George.
Oh, yeah.
And that had to do with Dr. Farrig and who Farrig was backing. I mean, we figured that part out, but we didn't have anything concrete. And I don't think we learned anything from Snips that made that any more concrete, and nor as much as this all this weird specimen talk is that we got from the files from that place. So Nine's talking about, I don't think that makes anything connected to Kiloton any more concrete either. Unless one of them specimens is a Kiloton.
I got the contract, guys. So Bianca offered us 20,000 credits for connection between Kiloton and Farrig. Any info on that? 30,000 if we bring Kiloton to an unfortunate end. I think she didn't want any connections in that, and probably no connection stuff. We can avoid it, but if he dies as part of a kill-attainment thing, then that's just going to be expected. But she would give us 50K if we bring Kiloton to her alive.
Yeah, probably for that whole let me find out what you're feeling today kind of thing.
And if we find that Doc, Farog, or whatever, Farog,
There.
Now,
Bad names.
as this has come up in conversation, it occurs to you that in all your hollow pads, as you're looking through and poking around about the specifics, all of you,
Here we go.
as of last game, have had a message from Advoc Lindana that nobody opened and nobody wanted to read.
I was unconscious.
Happening.
I do have a reason why we might be on Nema Station, though. According to these notes, that we there was a second meeting spot between this doctor and I think Furious George, but now Killaton, on deck 34, hold 15. Of
Yeah, that old
Station.
fast food place.
Yeah,
Yeah. We were gonna poke our heads around in there. That's right.
That's where he's going to get the onions, too.
All right. Oh, there you go.
Got a message from that Advoc Lindana too. Did you guys get that?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's in my inbox with like the 5,472 other messages I got.
This went to my spam mail.
It did. It went to your spam. It went to everybody's spam mail because you guys have all set all spam mail from any sort of attorney is where it goes. And so as it comes up, their masked face appears, which is pretty standard for all Kasatha. Greetings, gentlemen. My employer would like to speak to you at your nearest convenience. Please contact us within the next 48 hours. She is most interested in your progress and your plans and how things played out with Mr. Bartos. Cuts. And you guys do have Benatelli's number.
Well, Romeo, you want to talk to your lady?
Oh, of course. I'm always ready to talk about the ladies, but that's usually because they want to talk to me. But you tell me what we need to discuss. I'll make sure I kind of keep it nice and smooth with it.
I mean, you remember that whole conversation we just had recently?
Yep, I remember that.
I want you to relay that to your lady.
That ain't gonna work out very well. You guys got so many names of so many people. I barely know you guys' names for serious.
All right,
Space game.
maybe you'd want to talk to her. I don't know.
My favorite in Space Game is there is a surprising amount of numbers that are coming into play. Far more than a fantasy game.
Hell, Helios,
I don't remember any of them.
Resonance numbers, bot numbers, deck numbers, shift numbers.
I'll be honest, you probably shouldn't ask me to front this conversation after I was just unconscious for a day. I don't even know what the conversation with this guy was.
Oh, that's right. You weren't even there. Dax, you want to do it?
Sorry. You want me to tell him what again?
Bianco wants an update on the thing you did while I was unconscious.
This is the most Dax/Ogle answer.
I'm sorry. I was running over combat strategies for Kill a Cage. Was there? Wait, I mean, you want to talk about snips and? I mean, I don't.
I'm gonna interpret Ogle's actual lack of knowing what's going on as slap happiness for the crew, and all of you need to sleep at this point. So what's the plan?
All right. We go to sleep.
We do.
Okay.
We will call her.
You go to sleep. Exterminator, do you want to share what's about to happen, or do you want to be secrety secrets?
Let's share it.
Okay. You sleep.
Whoa.
You wake up.
Wait a minute.
No.
You wake up and you're in your armor, but everything's huge. And you can see the bad wood paneling over all the cabinets and the peeling linoleum from that time that the hot plate got way too out of hand and it caused the entire countertop to bubble and ripple up. And she hands the bowl to you, and the banana pudding has got a nice skin on it from having sat a day. Here you go, little Dale. Now my little Dale's gonna sit down and we're gonna watch your namesake tear it up on the track, honey. Come on. And then he sits down, puts on NASCAR. You plop in to the recliner that y'all found on that corner in the college town last year. And despite having to fumigate this thing, it has been a delight. Cigarette burns and all. And she puts on NASCAR. And, honey, I just want you to know that no matter what, no matter where you are, I will always be close by. I'll do what I can to help you when I can. I love you, my little Earnhardt. And she pats your head. When you come to, you ignore the fact that there are at least 17 neon upside down birds that all have on hats in your room. Because that thing is just, is it? No, you poke one, your hand passes through it, and it makes a sound like a bell dinging.
Okay.
And then eventually they fade away. So that wasn't that important. That's just one of those things, you know?
Yeah. Okay.
Like the ghost kid and the cults that follow you around. But that is... something doesn't sit right about that memory.
Okay.
Something about it feels not exactly how it happened. You remembered that day. That was the day that Mom decided to make it a really special weekend with you because Dad was going to be gone for like a solid week and you were all upset. So she just sort of celebrated you, but you don't really recall her ever being that overt in word to you about how she felt about you. Usually Mom was the type to comfort you with actions, not so much like telling you how much she loved you, just more like doing nice things and being kind. Something feels off. But you come to, some of the birds reappear. You touch them. One is an upside down neon green with a top hat, and you touch it, goes ding, disappears again. They're lining your bunk. It's ridiculous.
And these birds are like on the ship with me?
Yes, and they're upside down inside your bunk. They all have a variety of hats.
All right. So
I see, Mike, you hear a couple dings and you open your eyes and you see that Exterminator has casually batted out of existence 3 neon glowing birds that sound like bells when he touches them. And Mike looks dead like that. And then he looks over and he doesn't do anything, just like that. That was top-notch acting, everybody.
I'm sorry. I was reading a thing to try to remember half of the shit I wrote down about Spicy Mike when this game started.
Which is what he says out loud, looking at his arm with a pen.
What's that, Mike?
Various things scrawled. He even just talked about himself in the third person.
I mean, he does that all the time.
Oh,
I was gonna say that's not unusual.
Hey, how you doing? Sorry, I was lost in my own little head there for a second.
Hey, you mind getting your birds out of here? It's kind of bugging
You
the hell
see
out of me.
4 neon birds hanging upside down inside of his bunk, all of which have on hats. They're about the size of a sparrow. One has a bowler. One has a floppy fisherman's hat, and 2 of them are wearing twilbies, and those are facing each other.
I actually see them.
Yes.
Okay. Hey, those ain't my birds, pal, but I can help you get rid of them if that's what you need, I guess.
Ain't your birds?
Do I look like a guy who's got birds? Come on.
I mean, yeah, you do, kind of. I mean, if there was a dude on this ship right now that it wasn't me that had birds, it'd be you.
I mean, I guess that's a fair point. But normally in a place where I come from, I'm not a guy that's got birds. So
Fair enough.
they ain't my birds.
Hey, maybe I got a virus or something. It's probably like those like hologram things you get in the mall. Like you show up and they just get in your face and are like, "Hey, buy me, buy me, buy me." It's probably like a hat salesperson or something.
Yeah.
I move nice and quiet, and then I like try to like
As he
snag
touches
one of
them, little bells ding and they cease to exist.
Oh, see, it looked like they were earbuds.
Yeah.
I'm not real sure what you did with them there, but that don't look so healthy for them, probably.
I mean, you think they're real?
I mean, I saw them, so at least that ain't just you. Now, that don't mean they real. I seen stuff before that they say ain't real, but it seemed real to me.
Oh, weird. Hey, bird. Anything? You talk or anything?
Wait,
You look at me? Anything?
The bird looks at you. And then it opens its beak like it's going to make a noise, and then you hear a ding noise come out of its mouth.
What the hell does that mean, Mike?
are you kidding me? Why would I know what the frickin' means?
I mean, okay.
Hold on. I'm gonna roll my mysticism because that's the only frickin' chance. If it happens to do with magic, that I would know anything about it. I rolled something pretty good. I rolled 22. Probably got nothing to do with it, but
You can try to get spicy with this thing.
I'm spicy all
By
the time.
extension, you also, Exterminator, can attempt your ability.
All right, let's get jiggy with it. 11.
Are you going to get spicy?
Like actually do the spice.
Yeah, I just want to know if you want to do it.
I'm not sure Exterminator is ready for us doing the spice, but
Okay.
I mean, we can do it. I don't really know how to access it other than just going to the place. And that didn't work out for the last person I took there very well. They ended up in a lazy boy for a day or so.
What you sense is you sense a familiar slight pull coming from the bird that you know you can answer, Mike. It doesn't feel quite the same as when you've been spicy. It feels like another aspect of a similar pull.
Okay. Then if it does not feel like I'm gonna take my friend here to the weird place where he all of a sudden looks like he's in horrible pain and passes out, then we're willing to give it a try. And you know what? If he goes there anyway, I tried.
Yeah, you tried.
Wouldn't be the first time.
All right, so do I need to make an associated roll? Because you just told me basically how many times I can do it.
Yeah, you got to make a roll. You got to try
Okay.
and pull it off.
So what roll would that? Is that
It was based off your mental stat. It was based off your best mental stat. Yeah.
Okay, I got you. Okay, here we go. Where'd it go? There it is. Oh, that's fantastic. 12.
All right. Both of you briefly connect with the bird, and Exterminator, you instantly know this thing is from Through the Weave. It's from somewhere completely not of this plane of existence. And as it pops away, you instantly get the scent and the feeling on your skin of a chill breeze after a rainy day. And it reminds you kind of home, or some of the places planetside on Gramano that are a little bit more lush and beautiful. Mike,
Yes.
you can accept or deny. Choose.
And I don't know what I'm accepting or denying.
You're accepting what the bird has
Oh, okay.
or not.
I'm gonna go ahead and accept it because can't get any worse, right?
Oh,
Okay.
That's what I always say.
For a brief moment, when the bird flops away, you see, first off, you feel your connection to the goblin place leave.
Oh,
And the bird's eyes go wide as it goes away. And when it goes away, it's not a ding this time. It goes away and it looks exactly like when Mike went away to the goblin place. It's the same energy signature completely. Mike, when you open your eyes, you can now see floating in your field of vision a hazy cloud-like thing, but it's showing you another place.
And it does not look like I'm still where I was. It looks like I'm in a different place. That's what
No,
you said.
you're still on the ship, but you can see
Oh, but I can see
in your
this.
field
Okay.
of vision,
Okay.
and you're looking at it, Exterminator. You see Mike looking just kind of off, kind of above where your legs are in the bunk, not directly at you. You are seeing more of these birds in a tree. And you see beyond this tree, there is a bunch of waterfalls going up instead of down. And they are splashing the root structure of a floating tree in the middle of autumn. And then dancing across this glade, you see a beautiful 80-point buck that is vaguely bluish in tone. And it's leaving like sparkles behind it as it goes.
Hey, you seeing all this over here? Are you seeing this?
Oh, you got to hold that tea again, didn't you?
No, I drink no tea in a long time. I learned my lesson the first time.
I'm not seeing anything, man. I just saw that one bird. That was it.
Dude, there's like a bunch of birds over here now, and there's a big old deer over there. Do you even know what a deer is? Do you know what a deer? It's like a.
I've shot many deer. I have.
Okay,
I've
so
got a whole bunch of deer on my house.
It's two guys.
A whole bunch of
I've
these.
shot many deer.
You don't see none of this. The waterfalls, they're going up that way, and the trees. You don't see none of that.
No, I don't think. I think the ship's still good. I don't think there's any leaks or nothing.
Somehow I feel
And
like
it's
this is
starting
your
to
fault.
fade away.
Oh wait! Oh, wait! There it's going. Now it went away. I think I had a vision or something like that. So, it had to do with your birds. I saw lots of them still here. They, for whatever reason, they just all hanging out. I was trying to do some communication, but they just kind of faded away. So I'm not really sure. But it looks like they're from a place where shit's pretty weird. So, if that's got a connection to you,
Terminator, give me another roll.
All right.
Helios is just standing in the hallway listening to this conversation with a cup of coffee in his hand, and then just turns around and walks away.
It is just gibberish. It sounds like they are collectively writing fan fiction for a property you have never heard of. that is clearly written for middle school kids. Like this just okay.
Why is it big market?
Exterminator, you understand where he's talking about. He's talking about a place that Fae come from. Unicorns, fairies. He's talking about places that, children warned don't go dancing off in the woods or the fairies will take you away and never come back.
Oh, Mike, I think you're describing like Arcadia, like that place where like all them pixies and like Willow and all them people are from.
Where you go play the video games?
Wait,
I
what?
mean, I don't know nothing about none of that, but if it means something to you, that's great. I hope you know what we're talking about, because I got no friggin' clue.
I think it's where the leprechauns and all them guys show up from.
Oh, you do not want to mess with them. Let me tell you what, them leprechauns, they are tricksy. And they will mess
the
with
last
you.
time I went to an
man.
arcade, there was like an 8-year-old that gave me some shit.
Yeah.
Yes, you guys wander into the night gibberishing until it's time to go back to sleep. Morning comes.
You guys want to go to Deck 34, Hold 15, and check out that fast food station?
We might as well.
Any more
Might as well.
birds? Everything's fine. Everyone's feeling okay.
I don't think we got a bird problem anymore.
No one needs to
think
send the lazy boy.
Ain't nobody feeling okay, but we all here.
I don't know. It feels just like a Friday to me.
Oh God, is it Friday?
Hey,
That's like-
exterminator.
These are all off after that.
I'm gonna.
Exterminator. As you swirl your morning coffee
Mhm.
with the spoon, the water the coffee swirls in opposite direction the spoon is dragging it. You know.
Yep.
Like when you're in a mythical place called Australia and all the toilets go backwards.
Huh.
All right. Are you guys done for the deck?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is the
I
meeting place.
God, I hope so.
So we
This
looking
is
for signs of meeting. We staking this place out a little bit. We're just looking for drop off, maybe. What we doing? They used to meet here, right? So
Yeah, I think it's just like an old rundown place that they used to meet, like just like one of them double blind kind of like spy versus spy kind of things, you know?
we're looking for any connection we could find in this place to the dock, Kiloton, all the above.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know what there'd be to find there, but might as well just poke our head around and look.
I'm all
You guys
for it.
find that it is currently an defunct Munchies, and you can see that it's like a food court. There is a long counter with an access door on the left that would lead you back behind the counter, and then there is there's two more doors that would lead clearly from behind the counter into a back cooking area.
All right, suit up, make sure before we got out here. That's the place.
So, we sneaking in, we kicking down the door. I mean, that might alert the local cops, but
I don't think there's any need to get violent. We just need to check it out.
All right, keep that for next time.
Sneaky it is.
The door is locked.
Real
Unless you want to, you can lift up the chain drop down of it being gated. You can bypass the door, but right now everything is officially locked.
Is it closed?
Yeah, it is not. It is not open. It's defunct. It is not even in use.
Oh, it's completely shut
Yeah.
down for good.
Yep.
Well, let me see.
We hacking the munchies, boys?
hacking the munchies.
At this
Hell
point, is
yeah.
there even anything in there worth getting into? How long has it been out of business?
Well, that's the point, right? They'd want to meet someplace that wasn't actually working, huh? No one to see them.
I thought they was just coming and having a burger and sitting down and talking. I guess I didn't realize this place was like not in operation.
Levi, does it have like a lock on it?
Yeah.
All right. I form a laser drill. And
Yes.
All right. Sweet. Because you just do that ninja trick,
apparently,
and you bypass the door with your laser drill, and you guys are now inside the Munchies. You guys immediately hear somebody on the inside say, "Who's there?"
I'm going to bluff and say, cleaning crew? Demolishing the site? Gotta clean it out
nice.
with an 11.
Hell yeah.
Who's this? Hell?
I'm sorry. You have the wrong address. We do not need a cleaning crew. Thank you very much.
Shut down munchies. I'm gonna slowly start backing out.
Is it a voice we recognize?
No.
Okay.
It doesn't have any it doesn't sound Vesk. It doesn't sound Sheeran. It doesn't sound Kasatha.
Is there any other sound in there, like another person, like moving around?
Now
or
that you're
anything?
listening, you hear that there is machines running back there, but they sound like servers and some sort of fabrication unit that's quietly assembling something, and or something that is being like multiple. You hear multiple little servos of things moving back and forth, constantly but quietly. And based on the voice, you're not sure if it's one person or more. You don't hear more voices. If there's more than one person back there, the others are silent and not moving.
Okay. Is it like hot in there or anything like that?
It's warm.
Okay.
All right, well, unless somebody else does something, I'm going to slowly back out and start to fuss with the door before I shut it in case somebody wants to do something.
Throw a little bit of stealth at it here. 18.
Okay. You drop behind the counter, and you now feel like you are out of sight.
Okay.
You feel like you're out of sight.
Dex is just gonna back up with Helios, like.
Okay. Dax and Helios, you're effectively out of the door.
Okay.
What's the plan, Mike?
So, well, I mean, if we're gonna be quiet, I'm not the best at that, but if we're just gonna go in there, you should definitely let me go first. What do you guys want to do? You tell me. I'm ready.
You outside with us? Or did you sneak in with?
Oh no, I was waiting for recon.
Oh, okay.
Because me and Sneak, not
Yeah,
a good
right.
idea necessarily.
Go outside, and once the door is shut, does this building have any windows that are like boarded up or something or anything like that, or is it just the door?
It's this door, and the door is next. It's this door, and door is next to a long counter, and then the entire gate that drops down from where a customer would walk up and order something. That door leads to a small hallway that connects to that same countertop and goes behind it into the cooking area. And that cook area, which you really only saw briefly into from the hallway, and you actually didn't get a good look at anything, a voice immediately answered the door being opened. It was a male voice. Didn't sound young.
Is the what's the ceiling situation? Is it like tiles or anything that I can climb
Deck
up into?
plating.
Yeah.
Like
okay.
you could, based on how Nema Station is generally laid out, there is a way to access between deck plates for service, but you'd have to do a workaround to get to a access door.
I'm gonna sit for a moment till it sounds like Helios is left, maybe, and these
Helios
guys
has left. Mike, what was the plan? Are you staying or going?
Like I said, if it's trying to be quiet, I'm staying out here.
Okay, so
And
you
then
stay
I'll
out
bust
there.
in if I hear commotion.
Exterminator, you are alone. The door is vaguely shut.
I'm just basically letting it be like an all clear situation, see that they go back to whatever they were doing. Or see if they come out to investigate or anything.
You
like
actually see a guy walk past that little doorway, because you're now behind the counter, and check on the door himself. And then he's like, God damn it. And so you see him pulling out a small device, and he's attempting to repair the door on site. He is a middle-aged human. He has gray hair. He is weathered. He's got pretty bad posture. He has on a jumpsuit like a standard mechanic or service person. And he has a number of tools all around him. And he seems to have a little computer set up on his shoulder that he pulls out the keyboard for, and then he pulls out another device, and it basically starts fabricating a new door lock.
Okay, so while he's distracted with that, does that voice match this person?
Yes.
Okay. While he's distracted, I'm going to sneak past him and back through that hallway into the, take a look at what's back there.
Okay, roll.
Hell yeah, 33.
I got
Okay,
a 33 as well.
as
For different
you
reason.
go past there, 09, are you in here?
Wow, how in the hell did you get a 30? That's amazing.
I am
You're
very
better at stealth than I
stealthy.
am? Holy
I am
shit.
Very stealthy.
Okay, Exterminator and O9. Exterminator, you go in. Are you also going in, O9?
I am not.
Okay. So Exterminator, you go in. Inside, you see there is no cooking equipment back here. There is a pretty beefy server. There is a android that's being worked on, disassembled on a table, and you can see that all over the place are monitors and fabricating equipment that are currently building weapons. And you can see there is a whole chemistry setup on one of the tables that is currently dripping out a concentrated maroon viscous liquid.
I'm gonna bring up my little hollow communicator thing, mute it, but have it like be like a selfie cam.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna signal to Helios, or not
Okay.
Helios, O9 rather.
Yeah.
Make sure it like shows my face, and then once I see that he sees it, I'm gonna pan it over to the server and pan across the room at like what I'm seeing.
You see O9 on the table. There is a disassembled, older version of a unit from your line. So it's got the exact same frame as you, in that the base framework is the same. But the torso, the headpieces, the core unit that does all the processing, all that is not there right now. It's basically like the equivalent of a skeleton without a head for you is on the table.
Is there a back door to this place that I'm seeing?
Yes, there is. There is. You know, the back door is a service entrance for this deck for all of the suites that are rented out as businesses.
Does it
And then that
look
is
like
for
it's
loading.
locked?
That one is not locked.
Okay, good. I'm gonna make sure that like while I'm hidden, I have a path to that door.
Okay.
And I'll be periodically checking back to see the progress of the guy.
Okay.
You send this feed to just O9 or to all of us?
I'll send it to all of you guys, specifically to him though. But
Seeing that back door, I'm going to try and outside see if I can sneak around and find the exterior portion of that back door. Oh, and for some reason the stealth button never...
what kind of weapons are they?
They are small explosives. They are stun units, injector units for any kind of liquid that could convert a missile weapon into something that could deliver a chemical agent. You see a whole lot of ammunition being played with, altered, fabricated for various high caliber weapons.
Does it look like a particular brand name, or is this a hodgepodge of random stuff?
No, it is. It is. It's all a hodgepodge of big T direct weaponry.
Okay.
But it's like big T modded.
Okay.
And you can see that on the weapons table, there is a unit that looks like... Give me a physical sciences. Or medicine. I'll take either.
Medicine. 22.
And also, if you want to, you can roll your cool thingy,
Always.
which is doing badly in general.
13.
It's a little bit better. What is your bonus to that thing?
It's just 2.
2?
Like,
Okay.
I mean, it's an intelligence roll, right? Like,
Yeah.
I mean, he's fairly intelligent. It's just I'm not going to roll very high on just a d20 plus a small bonus.
All right. So, on a medicine, you notice that there is an object on the table that at first you do not recognize, but when you look at the underside of it, you realize that this is some sort of injector unit that is meant to be body mounted. So it's like an IV unit that is set on a trigger or time delay or a code. And you can see it's got enough hardware jacked into it that it could interface with some sort of CPU. And it's set to have inputs for those vials that are across the room.
So this looks like a self-injector, basically?
Yes.
Like a stim pack kind of scenario or something?
Yes. And on your intelligence, as you're touching the unit, you are not sure how you know. But two things happen simultaneously in your mind. You automatically get the sense memory of the first time you managed to repair and turn on the lawnmower from Miss Jenkins in the trailer across the way. And she was so happy that you were able to help her and save her a couple extra $100. And that joy of firing it on comes back to you at the same moment you automatically understand that that liquid goes into this injector and it is entirely meant for kiloton. And you sense that what's inside the liquid is rage. Pure, liquidated rage. And you are afraid to touch it. You automatically get... It's almost like it's like an unwanted thought. You aren't afraid of that liquid, and yet fear hits you like an effect. Like you don't want to touch it. You're afraid of what would happen if you did.
Okay.
It doesn't feel like your emotion. It feels like someone else's that just dosed you.
Ah, okay. With my medicine, does it look like something I could fuck with? In a kind of clandestine kind of way?
Yeah, totally.
All right. Let's see what I got. I'll use my nanobot. I am considered a advanced med kit.
Oh, nice.
My regeneration stuff and everything.
Nice. Yeah, perfect.
So I'm going to send the nanites to fiddle with the chemistry, I guess.
What is the goal? What are you trying to do?
So right now... Are you
trying to make it not work, or are you trying to change how it works, or what?
If I could reverse the effect.
Okay.
And like
so instead of delivering, it would sort of pull it out of?
Yeah.
Okay. Then give me a... This is...
I've got life science, I've got medicine.
Yeah, this would be like engineering, sort of.
Oh, okay. Well,
or computers, because whichever one... However your nanites rebuild things, I mean, it's medicine to know what this thing does. But like for you to screw with it itself, it would be engineering or
it's Megamate, sir. She went from suck to blow.
Yeah.
Also, there's physical science, which would be like chemistry, I guess. But
yeah, we could do that. I could call it physical science.
Not good at that either.
Do you still have your camera feed?
Yeah.
Showing you right now?
Yeah, what do you want to do with your stealth roll there, 09?
I'll do that in a second. I'll let Jeff do his thing. I will relay instructions in binary to his nanites. The process of changing this to reversal.
Oh.
Because they're just computers, right? I mean...
That's right.
We're all computers.
Ones and zeros. Computers.
That's right.
So can I technically roll my computer?
This team up happened on game 15, and I see a long, fruitful relationship of this combo. Okay, yeah, roll engineering.
See, now is potato.
34.
Jesus Christ. Ooh. Okay, your nanites go in and perfectly reverse the operation to the capacity of what a single syringe dose could do. So that amount of vial, it will then pull out of instead of injecting.
How many of these
And-
vials are there?
You see that set on the countertop is currently 94.
Oh my god.
Ooh.
How many of those could we do in a quick sequence here? Does this seem like it's going to take a while, or is
No,
this
no,
seem
no.
like
There's only the one injector.
Oh, okay.
The vials of
injectors,
liquid,
okay.
there are 94.
Yeah, we're not messing with the
Okay.
liquid. We fixed the
Yeah, yeah.
injector rather than redoing the chemistry of the liquid.
There you go.
Yeah, my interpretation is you guys were screwing with the injector itself.
Absolutely.
Okay.
And then one other thing I might do here, just so we have a little bit more information.
Oh my god, be quiet. Oh my god.
Let me see what I got here as
Yeah,
my
no, I know.
nanite forms real fast. Nope, not that one. Not that one. No, not magnetic check's not going to do it. Ion tape, no. All right, I thought I had a piece of equipment that would help me not touch this thing but pick it up, but I don't think I do.
Psychokinetic hand one.
Oh yeah.
Actually, I got a gardening glove apparently.
Hey. That's still some protection.
I'll take
Yeah.
the open end of the gardening glove.
Oh yeah, that
Like
would
on my
be from
fingers.
the salvage and the
Oh, I forgot
loot
the table.
and junk tables that we haven't used in like
Oh yeah.
8 games.
Yeah.
I have a ballpoint pen.
Yep. So I'll take the open end of the glove, kind of fold it over my fingers, and then
Okay.
pick it up, and then tie it off,
Okay.
and then basically wait for a moment to sneak out.
Okay.
I roll
Roll a stealth.
the 24 stealth to sneak around to the back of the building to wait by that
Okay.
exit for him
That's
to come
20.
out.
Oh my god. Okay. This is seamless. As he comes walking back into the office, he doesn't even hear the back door slide shut quietly as Helios is by the door, silencing the mechanism and shutting it manually at the exact same speed and rate that it would shut automatically. And Exterminator does a ninja roll out the door below eye line of the table, blocking his view as the guy sits back down to work.
So Levi, what I wanted to do was, I just wanted to remote into his computer keypad,
Mm-hmm.
and I wanted to read the lock mechanism that he was creating so that I could make a key from it.
Okay. All right, cool. You can replicate a key from it.
Okay.
He's got it set as a, it's going to be a 2-prong key that delivers electrical signals to the door, and that is the key code.
Okay.
You guys have the stuff, and you are out of the room.
All right.
I like how like Jeff had garbage rolls for the longest time, and then he pulled off exactly what he wanted, and exactly how he wanted it to happen tonight.
Yeah.
It's like the
how we
dice.
roll.
Yeah, the dice were waiting to give you one good night.
It's one or the other.
Yeah, it really doesn't go any other way for you.
I say only flaps is the reason. It's
only flaps? Yeah.
Luck.
Only flaps.
The infinite luck.
Yeah, thank you. And Debbie Snacks, hello there.
Yeah, what's up, Debbie?
So I slip out, and I will text a message to 09 saying like, if you can hack their server, maybe we can get more info.
I silently mouth
I
that.
just walk around him. I just walk around to the back door since I was all stealthy too.
Yep.
Stand in front of him. I have the key. To the front door. I copied this key that he was making for the lock.
Hey, let's so we can come back later.
Right.
Okay.
I see Mike is at the front door listening carefully for any signs
Well,
of commotion.
let's get the hell out of here.
He just leave, or he's just sitting up front.
We all leave and Spice
We all ninja rope out. There's like smoke comes out of
Dax
the
is
back
up
of
there
it.
with Mike because he's like keeping lookout for anyone else coming along in the meantime. Like, there's.
As you are standing there at the front, Dax. Hey, you're high ordnance, Dax. You're Dax shots.
Look around. Where's the voice coming from?
A kid.
Oh, kids, man. I love kids. Kids are my favorite. Yeah, I am. I'm
What
Dax
do you-
Shots.
Are you what? When are you gonna do another episode?
Well, I had to do some.
Your
I had to
stream's
do a
dead.
few- Yeah, I know. I've been trying to get another episode in, but things have been a little rough lately. But I am entering the Killer Cage. I'm accepting Kiloton's, his offer, I guess is the word to use. His challenge, his
Okay, well, you're gonna lose, and Glittercorn Blood Pony's gonna win.
Glitter Cone Blood Pony.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that's
He's the future.
the future. Well, all right.
He's gonna make your high ordnance look like a cupcake.
I look forward to it.
You're dead, man. You're dead. Have
Well,
fun. Bye. Your stream sucks. And he walks off.
It's always good to meet a fan.
And then because as he's walking past, he sees Mike. Suck that sack, old man. Tell me about your pointy elves. Ha 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 ha. You suck.
Don't you forget it. He says he's walking by.
Mm-hmm.
I casually shield bump him to the floor. Oh, sorry about that. I didn't see you there. Yeah, go cry to your mommy, little kid. You'll be fine.
Hey, you suck, kid. You just revealed you watched his stream anyways.
Shut up. Hey,
You know the
hater.
catchphrases.
I'm gonna tell security. You guys are mean. You're mean people. And he takes off.
You're a mean prick too, kid. Oh, he's
Call me a
he's
prick.
mean.
They're just kids.
Sometimes I wish I could hack them too.
This, Rainbow Skitter Puff, whatever its name is
I hear
just
about
flavor
some
of the
parents who
month.
do put it like an inhibitor chip. That's not good.
They just flavor of the month. That's all they are. I mean, that's how kids are.
All right, well, X just pulled off some freaking Spec Ops shit back there. I didn't know you had it in you. That was amazing.
What
You guys have an incoming call from Bianca Benatelli.
Ooh, she's gonna want to hear about this. Let's get back to the ship. Hey,
Let's go.
Beat, call you right back. We're in the field, but 1 sec. Just
Mike,
5 minutes.
a
look
razor
forward
appears
to it.
right next to you.
What did you say? The what was right here?
A razor appears from my hand.
Oh.
You may want to clean up the top a little bit.
I don't really know how to use this, so he just pulls out from the bag. He's got like a Bowie knife. He's just like, I don't really know what that's for, but
That's a tactical knife. Everybody knows that.
It's
Tactical knife.
It's not that rich.
Very expensive.
That's one whole paycheck right there.
Very expensive.
So we can have some privacy. We'll head back to the Bogart and fill in our employer on all the goodies we just found.
He's like running his hands, brushing his beard, make sure it's all going in the right direction.
You good for me to put the comm on, Mike? Can I?
Yeah. He rubs his like almost bald head to get all the oils off of it, and then he runs
Gotta
it
get all
through his
the oils
beard,
off.
straighten it out.
to oil up the beard. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna push the button.
Okay, I'm good. Yeah.
All right, we're calling. All right.
Gentlemen.
Hey, we
Michael.
How you doing, baby?
in the flesh. Whoa.
I was told that the first time I would have the chance to actually see all of you that you were indisposed.
You know, it happens. Sometimes I got things I gotta do. You know? I'm a busy guy.
Michael.
May I help you?
I didn't know if I would ever have the chance to see you again, but I am happy that you are safe, Michael.
I cannot be killed. You will never have to worry about that.
Oh, I know about that. You don't even know what's going on, do you?
No goddamn clue. But it's totally fine, though. I don't care. It
I
don't
know.
matter.
You're beautiful.
He's doing great.
I have no doubt.
We
He does not look around. He only looks forward. And that is what I enjoy about working with our wonderful Michael.
That is
You
the
look
only
good.
way.
That's
You look good.
Well, I appreciate it. I try to
Have you
take
had any
care of myself,
problem
you know?
with your bedtime monsters?
I wouldn't say it's a problem, but you know, they still around sometimes. Ain't nothing I can't handle.
Michael, have the things been getting strange again?
If I could name you a time when things weren't strange, I'd be lying to you. So, you know.
Okay, Michael, have things gotten stranger lately?
Oh, well, I mean, you know, just here and there, maybe, you know, not a big
Like the
thing.
box goblins.
Like the box, you know, the goblins, it's fine. Goblins are normal, right? They're normal, right?
No,
Guys, they're...
It's not normal for a small green man to shoot me with an arrow on the ship.
Michael, now that I can see you and you're not hiding from me because you're scared.
I was never hiding, you trust me.
Michael, you don't have to be a scared little boy with me when I know that sometimes that is what's happening, okay?
Guys, I ain't
Look.
scared of nothing, it's fine.
Michael, I want you to know that you and I have a lot to talk about. But for right now, we have to discuss business. But you and I have a lot to discuss. And after you and I are done talking, you can include all your little buddies in it if you want to. All right?
Okay.
But
That's
do not
fair.
duck me on this conversation, Michael, because it's very important, all right? And it's not like the last time. This is very different. This is life and death things, okay?
Well, that's, you know, that's a thing you gotta talk about. Then I guess we'll take care of it.
Gentlemen, it's very good to see that you're all in good spirits and things are going well. Now, here is what is interesting on my end. I understand that you discussed things with Bartos and he reported back to me. Did you find it satisfactory? Did you get the answers you were looking for?
We got a whole treasure trove of good stuff.
All right. Very well. Then, to that end, I'm happy you feel things are progressing. We have a bit of a dilemma. I have tried to lock down Mr. Wyatt Brock. However, I have lost two in-betweens to gather him and bring him to me. And I believe that not only is he difficult to detain in the first place, but also someone else got there first. So, I'm not entirely sure who is behind it, but Mr. Brock has the files from Subsite Bridge. And so, if he is in someone else's hands, they have that information. And that means Farag would target him. So, wherever Brock is, it's a matter of time before she tries to get him.
You're thinking bait.
Oh, he most certainly is. If he was foolish enough to be wrapped up in trying to sell that stuff online, he painted a giant target on himself. So, to that end, if she doesn't have him already, she is looking for him. The last I heard, he was somewhere they lost contact with him. It does seem that Mr. Brock has gained abilities he has not previously had of being able to lose a tail quickly. So, my last agent that was not active in detaining, but simply trying to tail him. Lost contact with him somewhere. Let me check to make sure I am not wrong. In the Corpse City chain by TMC. Chain is on Gramano, and you would be, I'm certain, shocked to know Chain happens to be the closest city to where Mr. Killaton is going to be debuting his cage.
Well, it's convenient.
Take them
It
started
is.
here.
That is very good information. And speaking of Mr. Killaton, we just finished looking into your lead on deck 34, hold 15 on Nima.
What did you find?
Seems somebody is paying to juice Killaton up. And we did a little bit of tinkering to sabotage him instead.
Good. This is excellent. This is excellent. So, I am currently looking to how this killer cage is going to deal. Do you want my assistance in dealing with the fight, arranging things, or would you rather I remain out of sight? I would, of course, be working with an intermediary if that's what you need. I simply want to assist in whatever way I can if assistance is what you need. I can negotiate the fight. What do you gentlemen need from me?
That's your territory, Dax. And
I mean-
smile real quick.
You know, I'm pretty sure that I can just beat Killaton if I needed to, but I guess I'm more curious if you have any leads on exactly what the rules are for this killer cage.
I have looked
But-
into that. It seems to be based on his management team sort of discusses what would be most advantageous. So it does seem as though there are not specific rules about the nature of the killer cage, simply that it is an exhibition fight that is set up in advance, and once the parties enter, there are clear rules per each engagement as to what constitutes a win. So it's something we can discuss because they want you on board. So
Well,
there have been fights where death is not necessarily the only way to win. And there have been group fights, there have been single fights. It does seem as though there is wiggle room to set this up to what would work best to get you to set foot inside the cage. However, understand that Mr. Killaton, when he himself is involved in the matches, which he isn't always. Right now, they've been debuting it and using locals and using Loas and whatever they can to drum up any kind of audience. Is that when Mr. Killaton himself sets foot inside that cage, it's at the very least dismemberment.
You know, I know what was promised, you know, in the ad that went out everywhere.
Retirement, yes, that's what he wants from any Killatainment star that enters the cage. But he's already fought locals, mercenaries, beasts. He calls them warm-ups, or he calls them content. He says that you're going to feel something new in his content lately.
Oh, yeah, well, you know, sometimes feelings change.
Well, I certainly hope so. Michael?
Yes.
If you wouldn't mind, I would like to continue a little bit of this discussion with just you. I'm very sorry, gentlemen, but I have a little bit more things to get to, and I would like to just talk to Michael, if it's all the same.
Fellas, give us a moment, you know? Sometimes we just need a moment. I appreciate it, everybody there.
Turning off audio sensors.
X walks away and says, call a booty.
All a booty.
Walks on out.
Michael, you and I have been through an awful lot.
Yeah, you know.
And you are such a gem. I made the right decision a long time ago. I want to apologize because I owe you that. Michael, you were here because of me. You've
You
made
mean,
every...
like, on this ship, or like...
Michael,
Yeah.
you've jumped quite literally through time.
It kind of felt like that, but that seemed kind of outlandish comparatively, so I didn't really think
Michael,
that would work.
I want you to know that that is my fault. I put a burden upon you a long time ago, but I had a good instinct that you were a good soul I could trust, that could anchor me. And unfortunately, when I had to go places, you would be dragged with me, Michael. But I've tried to avoid direct contact with you so I could keep you out of my messes. But I think we've reached the end, Michael, and my messes are coming to look for me. So our connection has gotten stronger than it ever has before, Michael.
Yeah, I feel that too. Yeah, I feel that.
Yes, Michael. You now can do some things, okay?
Okay.
In essence, Michael, here. I'm going to send something to you, all right? And when it reaches you, I just want you to trust me and follow along, all right?
Okay.
And everything should make a lot more sense. Because you've always been so loyal to me in the past, whether you knew it or not, I'm going to do what I can to see you through this, all right?
Okay.
I'm going to do right by you.
I suppose I appreciate that. I didn't really know you weren't doing right by me until recently, so it's a water under the bridge, you know what I'm saying?
What I love about you, Michael, forgive and forget. So, I promise you when this is all over, I'm going to find you what would make you happy. And I'm going to set you on that path.
You know, I roll with it how it goes. Whatever gets in front of me, if it looks like the right idea, I just go with it. It's fine.
God bless you, Michael.
It's all
And
right.
she ends the call.
Oh, okay, all right, guys. Well, thank you for giving us a little privacy there. I really appreciate it. Yeah, thank you for the privacy, boys. We needed that. You know what I'm saying? It's we need to have a little chat by yourselves. So
It was quicker than I expected.
well, you know, it's been a while, so you know.
Yeah, quick draw.
About 10 minutes later, a courier bot finds you
It's a physical. I was not expecting.
and hands you a small box. Spicy Mike,
Oh, the spiciest.
please, if you could scan this.
Sure.
Thank you very much. And then she hands it to you.
Oh, okay. Guess I'll be back in a minute, boys, just in case this is something for my eyes only, you know what I mean?
All right.
I go to my quarters, and I open said box.
It's a wedding ring.
Oh, no. It's
And that's-
a women's ring. That's important.
It's a men's wedding ring.
Oh, boy. Here we go. Close that box up.
We
real
close
fast.
the box?
Oh, whoa. Whoa. Oh, okay. Hold on. I'm gonna have to take a minute on this one.
You find a little note underneath the box. And
Okay.
it simply says, don't think about it. Just do it.
You know what? That's been working for me. We put it on.
Michael,
The box.
you
now
get
have.
a flash of memory that floods you as you fall back into a chair nearby, attempting to brace your fall. You remember each jump vividly, and with each jump, you suddenly feel Bianca in a time and place being assailed by a narrow-faced, angry woman, at different times leading a small platoon of soldiers, or mages, or orcs. And each time it happens, Bianca jumps, and that would be coincidentally the exact same time you would jump.
Oh.
And when it all comes together to modern day, you see Bianca setting herself up on a ship and looking at you as you are coming to through a monitor where you first woke up in this future. You see her make a sigh of relief, and then you see her stand up and simply say, "It's happening too soon, but I guess it's time." And then she goes about. Mike, you intrinsically understand now, at any point you want to, getting spicy means you can trade with somebody their ability.
Okay.
And then you have it, but then you would have to give them whatever you previously had.
I assume this is a temporary trade.
No, it is permanent.
Oh.
But it's only ever one thing.
Okay, so
And
getting
right
spicy.
now, getting spicy means you can scry on the Feywild.
Okay, so okay. So how am I gonna do this? I will do this where I will write in what I can currently do, and then I'll just write in that I can trade it. So that way I'll just constantly keep changing whatever it is.
Yes. And as the ring slides onto your finger, you hear her in your mind, "I do." And then that's where we're going to close it for the night.
Oh,
And there's the onions.
No.
I got tricked
Oh
into
yeah,
this
there
one.
it is. Yes.
there's the onions.
Nice. Oh man, crazy shit, guys. Got spicy. We got feelings.
Yeah, I felt like I needed some red
I do
thread
not have
backboard
feelings.
for that game.
That's what they had like last time, Tim. It was like, this is honestly just a strong extension of what happened last time.
Mhm. Yeah, lots of like things coming together. Getting
Yeah.
information.
Our
It's been
best
good.
Charlie Day freaking out.
Oh yeah.
Spicy Mike getting hitched.
And the next time we lose Dax to the Inferno Dome.
Technically, that is the first marriage we've ever roleplayed through.
Yeah.
That was quick.
Yeah,
Very
man.
quick ceremony. Well played,
That
Mike.
was
Yeah,
that's a
Not
very,
Catholic.
It was
that's a
amazing.
very, yeah, that
It's very considerate.
that you know, I don't like to be a bother sometimes, so
Yeah, don't think about it, just do it.
just
That's
do it.
faster than the drive-through service at Elvis at Vegas.
I mean, not quite the same, but I do remember the time that Timmy's character did like 9 terms and gave birth or something.
I did?
Yes.
It was,
Yes.
Oh, yeah,
that did
yeah.
happen once, but this is the first marriage.
We did
His character
childbirth in
carried
this
a
game.
villain to term.
Yeah, we did childbirth in this game live before we did a marriage.
Yeah. So the best part
Zombie
is
child.
though,
In standard
Tommy
Paris fashion.
I went back to the original document I sent about Spicy Mike and be like, surely there's some things I'm just not remembering or whatever. And so I got a little things, but there's literally one line in here that was like, therefore he tries to follow every reasonable path laid in front of him. And then I was like, and there it is. And we're walking down that one.
I love his loose definition of reasonable. That is my favorite part about Mike.
think about what he's been through. He's like, oh, this nice lady that he seems to like wants to get married. All right, let's do it.
I love it that like I love it that I present to Mike a woman from his past that's literally like from I don't know 500-700 years of the past. Nothing has changed. He's like, hey, how you doing?
How you doing, baby? What's going
Nothing
on?
about it's weird for him. It's great.
No. He is looking for something, and he has found it. And he don't care how it got there.
Great.
Mike is tired of strange. He's looking for something familiar.